You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't better.
We're not talking about any integrity.
We are trying to exploit a generation.
Ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie under the table.
Well, yes, but that's irrelevant. I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No, there's vampires everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 162. I'm your host, as always, John Dangereau. I'm joined by my co-host,
Adam Ham.
You don't have a nickname?
Eagle Eyes.
That's right, man. Eagle Eyes Ham.
I have like
Eagle
three. That's
Eyes
the problem. I have like
It almost sounds like legalize ham.
yeah,
Like you're illegal.
yeah. That
And
should be.
we need to legalize it. Don't legalize it.
Yes. Hey, to tell you this, John, but I actually was not born in this country.
Oh,
I'm illegal.
shit, son.
Yes,
All right.
Irish immigrant.
Oh man, wow! I didn't know. I mean, I knew you had some Irish heritage.
Yeah.
You had some Irish in you, little
Yep.
Irish blood. That's why it takes
Little-
800 drinks to make you drunk.
Little Cherokee. Yeah, we have a lot of those in Ireland.
A lot of Cherokee in Ireland, Cherokee heritage.
Oh yeah.
All right.
You think those actually kind of cancel each other out? Like,
What, the Native American and Irish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the drinking sense, I mean.
Well, I don't know, man. I feel like Native Americans are legendary drinkers as well.
They are legendary alcoholics, and that's
Yeah.
actually due to like a genetic thing. They found a
Yeah.
gene for that.
Jean Grey.
Yes, that was that was the gene they found. The gene Grey.
Jean Grey gene? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes you die
Yes,
in a
you're,
movie for no reason.
you're prone to telekinetics and alcoholism.
You're prone to making a force field on the outside of the jet rather than being inside the jet and making the force field and then thus not dying.
There was no time, John. No time.
They all ran back to the jet.
Yeah, because she held off the wall of water.
I think they could have all made it back. Or
No.
they could have carried her while she was holding off
That
the
would
wall
break
of
her
water.
concentration, John.
Would it?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't break my I was going to say conversation. It doesn't break my concentration when I get carried.
I think it would if you were using all of your willpower
That's
focused
why
on
I
one
ride.
thing.
I ride around in a Palantin everywhere.
Yeah.
Is that the correct pronunciation of
Not
that?
even close.
What is it? What is the Palantin?
No, it's not. That's not even spelled right, or not even like said right. Pal-
Palatine?
No, you're thinking of something completely different. I think.
What
I know what
the
you're talking
fuck is
about.
that thing called?
Yeah, it's. I had it until you asked me. All I can think of was Palantir, which is that weird orb from Lord of the Rings.
You know when I'm palantiring, my
Yeah.
pound. Out of my Google search, carry around dudes on dudes, and
sure
not very good options
No.
came up.
I imagine not.
What is it? Like the Roman thing where
Emperor
people
Palpatine.
get
That's Star Wars.
carried on top of other people. Google, figure that shit out. I'm never gonna figure that term out.
I know what you're talking about exactly too. I can't think
Wait.
of it.
I've got it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. A litter.
Yeah, it's litter, but there's another word. There's a P word for it too.
All right. Let me find the P word. Let's see here. Rome was called the Lectica,
No.
Britain's sedan chair.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if there's a P word. Oh, is it
There is.
Is it palanquin?
Yeah, that's it.
I was so close.
A palanquin.
Palanquin.
It's
Oh, there it is.
Q-U-I-N. Palanquin.
Yep. Palanquin. Yep, a covered litter for one passenger.
That's it. Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
I was thinking palantir.
Palanquin is it's Eastern Asia,
Yeah.
India, particularly. Okay, wow. All right, glad to vocabulary. That's your vocab word for the week, everybody.
How does it pronounce? Is it palanquin or is it
Oh, fucking
palanquin?
A! I already got rid of it. Let me-
Reopen last tab.
What's that? What's the shortcut?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna
Alt T maybe? I don't remember.
Alt T.
No.
I
It's
wish
not.
I could get some alt
forget.
tea. That's my new tea brand made by Alternate Means.
Control something. Control.
Palanquin. All right, Palanquin.
Really?
No wait.
Is there like
Let me-
one of those little buttons you can press to make them say
Nope,
it?
I got it. I pressed the button and you talked over it, Adam. This is great podcasting right now. It is palanquin.
Okay. I was right the first time.
That's one of those words I've always read and never heard said, so I always thought palanquin, but it's palanquin.
I thought it was palanquin. I wasn't sure
Palanquin.
though.
Adam, you were right. Adam was right.
Yep.
Adam, you got any beverages in front of you? You want to describe the listeners? What
I
you're drinking?
am drinking some cheer wine.
You're still drinking cheer wine.
Oh my god, I've been hitting the shit hard, actually.
Okay.
It's really good.
Well, Adam, I guess powered on by the sale that the grocery store was having and our talk, I'm drinking Diet Mountain Fury.
Awesome.
It tastes like Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Almost exactly. And I also have some of John's Private Reserve whiskey.
Yeah?
The whiskey I crafted myself in
How did that work?
a barrel that I have.
Great.
Yep.
You want to go any further into how, using this barrel, you created whiskey?
Yeah, I poured in straight, whatchamacallit, white whiskey, I guess, which is basically just rye or wheat alcohol. Just
No
straight.
corn, then.
I do actually have some corn in here.
Yeah.
Does that make it different?
I don't know. I mean,
I do
I've heard of
actually.
corn whiskey. It's kind of moonshiny, but
What is corn whiskey? What's a good corn whiskey? Because
Moonshine.
this is mostly like wheat or whatever.
they had some on the Unprofessional Fridays. I was interested by it because I
No, but this is like not. This is like corn whiskey that's been aged though.
it's
Because
well,
it's because I put it in the barrel to age.
right.
It's a a whiskey aging barrel, so it's oak and it's burnt on the inside. So
Sure. How long did you age
I guess I'm gonna like 3 months.
it? Okay.
Let's see here. What are there any? Bourbon. What's bourbons?
Bourbons come
what's
from
bourbon
Kentucky.
made out of?
That's what I know.
That's true. It has to be made in Kentucky to be legally required. Bourbon.
I think
Oh,
they're
bourbon
usually
is
double-
mostly corn. Shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Son. So this is almost bourbon. What I made.
Almost bourbon.
Well, because
that on the label?
most of it wasn't
John's
corn,
almost
most
bourbon?
of it wasn't corn, but I did have some
Okay.
corn liquor that I poured in there.
I see. All right.
It's actually pretty good. Oh, it's strong. I'm drinking out of my McDonald's Flintstone glass.
Great. Whiskey.
Rock Donald's.
Okay.
It's like a mug. You got at McDonald's in like back when those Flintstones movies came out.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, Adam.
So does it have like Rosie O'Donnell on it, or?
No, it's actually it's a glass mug. It's crafted to look like it's made out of stone. And it has a little handle of stone. Mm-hmm. I got it at a garage sale because I remembered having one when I was a kid.
Ah, cool.
And it looks pretty fucking slick.
I think I have some Smurf glasses somewhere.
Yeah, but this is better than Smurf glass because like it is like textured glass, like textured to look like texture of a rock. You know, there's no vinyl painting or anything on the sides. It's just glass.
Okay.
They're with Flintstones, Rock Donald's written on there. That's right. Got that pun in there immediately.
Pun included.
Pun included. Yep. So Adam, what you been up to this week? What are you doing? What are you doing? What
Not
are you watching?
much.
What are you living?
A lot of my shows kind of are on break at the moment. I caught
On break?
an awesome episode of Arrow, which had a crazy, awesome twist at the end, leading up for its return in a couple of weeks.
All right,
What?
yeah, great, awesome, good
Arrow's
for you.
good show.
Yeah, it's about a guy who shoots arrows.
It is.
That's
really good at
all
it,
I
too.
know. Oh,
You should watch it. It's good.
no,
All right.
but I won't. But I'll do you one better.
Okay.
Did you watch Parks and Recs?
I did.
So Parks and Rec is one of my favorite shows. It's on TV. Is now off TV, and it had a finale. And was it? What would you call it? Would you call it in creds?
I would call it pretty in creds. Yeah,
that's in creds, man. It was
very good.
It was awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, they give it a good send off, which is
they did have a good send off. It was pretty much like every character's future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you get what Leslie was doing? Past governorship?
I think they were implying that she was going on for presidency, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that they made it so it was like she was president because at
the
funeral they definitely had some Secret Service ass people around
exactly,
them. And also at the University of Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a library named after her.
Yeah.
And that typically only happens to presidents. President's Library. She's from Indiana, so makes sense.
Well, that was, I don't know. Presidents usually build their own libraries, though, at that point.
Well,
I thought that was before the presidency.
Maybe. I think that, or maybe it was implying that she was about to become president. Like, she was talking about, like, how she's got some crazy stuff coming up.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Man, I'm going to miss that show.
Yeah,
it was great though. It was. I don't know. What else can I say? I don't.
A lot of people didn't really like this season, I guess.
Really?
From what I've heard from people,
I thought it was great. It was like a victory lap.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like there was some really. I love that they decided to have this regular ass TV show, kind of like The Office, where it's a bunch of people working in a office environment and just friends that came from that, shipping and everything, and then they were like, hey. Let's make it take place 2 years in the future. And have weird future technology. And then the finale takes place up to like 80 years in the future at one point. So I believe you get to see, oh God, I can't remember the character's name. Billy Eichner.
Yes.
And Typhoon.
In space.
In like 2078, like in a spaceship.
That was one of my favorite scenes too.
Oh, I know. My God. Oh, God. And... yeah, so I don't know. I thought that was really cool for like a sitcom like that, just take a ridiculous sci-fi twist.
Yeah, it was kind of neat.
Yeah, so and of course, rip in peace, Harris Whittles, producer.
Yeah,
who died just a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Sorry to bring it down, but I thought he deserved a mention. Incredible show. He had a large part in making awesome. So
it was a good show.
Just want to give a bit of a.
I guess I don't know why did it end basically because of Chris Pratt and like people just going, they didn't really
too
popular.
There wasn't very popular.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I thought they were doing okay though. Is it just maybe not? I don't know.
I don't think it was doing particularly super well.
Okay, I knew it struggled in like its first season and stuff, but. After that, I thought it was doing pretty good.
No, I think it was one of those shows that was critically well acclaimed. And had it was like Community,
Yeah.
But I think it had a bigger fan base than Community.
That makes sense.
I don't know.
It was a good show though.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
And also, Ron Swanson is probably the best character ever created.
Yeah, I love it.
It's amazing.
I loved his best man, Typhoon's best man at the wedding.
Yes.
Gay barber who he found when his barber died.
That was so funny, but it also fit perfectly.
Oh, it was, yeah. He was like giving Typhoon away, basically. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Everyone's kind of going off to do things, It's like everyone is now way more famous than they were.
Chris Pratt is definitely blowing up.
Oh, yeah. He's blowing up, dude.
And Amy Poehler has...
We'll see. We may hit maximum Prattitude, though, and...
Yeah.
It may blow up on him because I'm worried about this Jurassic World movie.
Yeah, I never really understood
the trailer was really bad.
I don't know why you would accept that, but I mean, like I've also heard possibly Indiana Jones, which could be cool.
I think he is a great choice for Indiana Jones, kind of.
Kind of, I know.
But Indiana Jones isn't really funny.
I actually think Bradley Cooper would make an awesome Indiana Jones.
It's kind of weird to think about it. So let's think about who could be Indiana Jones. I think Chris Pratt is you know what, not a terrible choice. You could do way worse.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, Harrison Ford was basically Han Solo, which is kind of like 80% Star-Lord. So, I mean...
Yeah.
But I think Chris Pratt's probably too funny.
That's what I was thinking too. Actually,
Because
it's
like Indiana Jones is not funny, but
No.
like funny things happen to Indiana Jones.
it's
that
like
he deals
he's the
with.
straight man of the joke. Always kind of like this is
Yeah,
always
kind
just
of.
shit piles on
You know,
him.
like, oh, why does it always have to be snakes? You know?
Exactly,
It's not
yeah.
like, whoa, snakes, I'm going to make a joke.
It's
not
dry.
That Chris Pratt can't do it.
yeah,
But I'm just saying that it's not the style of humor we've seen from Chris Pratt, is that dry
Right.
humor that, you know, Harrison Ford had. I'm trying to think of who...
But, I mean, to be
Bradley
fair-
Cooper's not a terrible choice.
yeah. I think Bradley Cooper could do a pretty good job.
Yeah,
with it.
especially I've seen him in... He's got quite the range, you know. You see
Yeah.
him as Rocket Raccoon. You see him as, you know, fucking Chris Kyle in American Sniper. You see him as
Yeah,
this guy suffering mental disorder in Silver Linings
Linings,
Playbook.
yeah. He's definitely a good choice. I think.
Yeah, man, who else is about that age that would be good? I mean, Harrison Ford was like in his like 40s though
Yeah.
when they made that. So like we're shooting young here. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you kind of. I mean,
What about John Hamm?
You want to go young? John Hamm would be awesome. He might be a little bit older than that. I mean, if you're looking for a new Indiana Jones, I think you probably want to skew a little young.
Well, maybe they want not a middle-aged Indiana Jones. They want an
Yeah.
Indiana Jones in his 20s, you know, Nathan Drake style. You know?
Yeah.
Whereas I think, because like Indiana Jones in the original movies was like a professor. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
This is a guy who's in his like late 30s, early 40s. Mm-hmm. You know, kind of has his life at home, but then he gets sucked in to these crazy things just because of him being the best person in the world.
Yeah, finding objects.
Yeah. You know, things that
lost
belong
time.
in museums.
Exactly. Right.
I mean, it's very obvious.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I always thought it was great too that like Raiders of the Lost Ark actually happens after Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Like if you pay attention to the years that they do.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just it's got that, you know, kind of serial feel where it's just like each movie is an episode adventure taken out of his life. Doesn't really matter when or where. It's just, you know,
You know, Temple of
any time
Doom-
could work.
Temple of Doom's a pretty good movie.
It is.
I know it gets shit for being the worst, and it definitely isn't as good as the other two.
I think so. Yeah.
But it's, I don't know, the stuff with him and the actress who is
Willie,
Steven Spielberg's wife.
Yeah.
But that stuff was really fun. I liked that a lot actually, and it worked out. And
That
some
short
cool
round is
stuff.
cool.
But man, it's only because Last Crusade was so great with Sean Connery and the original was so good that, you know, it's just not.
Yeah.
This doesn't hold up. Anyway, you see any movies though this week?
Did I?
I'm trying to make my way through the Oscar-nominated like good movies and winners. So
I see that's the thing. I keep like every week I keep checking back because I want to watch The Imitation Game and I want to watch American Sniper and I want to watch all that stuff
Yeah.
that's not out yet for rental.
Oh, totally. Well, Theory of Everything and Birdman are both available to rent. So.
I was thinking about watching Birdman. I haven't gotten there yet.
Well, I saw Birdman.
Oh, you did?
this evening.
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
rented it.
Cool. Was it good?
Um,
I mean, I know it's not like a superhero Birdman type thing. It's about the guy
Oh,
who
no.
plays Birdman. I've heard it's actually Michael Keaton basically playing himself, except
yes.
a much more deranged.
So the
kind of-
idea is the Birdman, known as like Regan Thompson, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Who played Birdman in the Birdman 1, 2, and 3 movies, but quit before they got to Birdman 4, and then the franchise went on. But they kind of talk about a little bit, there's some allusions to superhero movies nowadays, and how, you know, they're like, he's got this voice in his head. He's like, you know, you started off for all these posers, you know, like without you, no one would be doing this. You know, it's kind of true, the way that the original Batman 1989
Right.
film
Yeah.
was.
It was definitely the first decent
I think Michael Keaton's
superhero movie.
spectacular in the movie.
Yeah, he's always good.
The movie's interesting because I believe there's only 16 cuts in the entire movie.
No way,
So it's
really?
mostly like 20-minute long scenes
Oh my god,
without cuts.
that's crazy.
Like 90% of the film takes place backstage of a theater
Okay.
because they're he's putting on a play. His character's putting on a Broadway show to become legitimate, to gain his legitimacy as an actor, kind of shake up. And he just kind of butts heads with a lot of theater people, and I don't know. The movie's good. The acting's great. The people in it are great, but I don't know how to describe.
Just the plot isn't really catching, or
okay. I don't know how to describe it. I really intensely dislike parts of the movie.
I think I don't know. Alex Navarro or somebody had said it was just terrible. Like I hear people even really like it a lot.
Bit of an overstatement.
Well, I hear people seem to really like it or not like it at all, kind of.
So the director, god damn, how do you pronounce his first name? Let me find it. Is it Alejandro Inarritu? Let me pronounce.
I don't know.
Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. He won Best Director and Best Film for this movie.
Okay.
Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. Have you heard of the movie Beautiful with what's his name? Javier Bardem. That was in 2010. Have you heard of the movie Babel?
Yes.
21 Grams.
Yes.
The director. I dislike a lot about this director.
Oh, okay.
The movie's just very artsy in a lot of ways.
Oh, okay.
And I think that I've posted on Facebook that I think that he definitely won most directing.
Yeah.
I don't know about best director, but maybe most directing in the movie because of all the, super long shots, all of the, stylized, weird scenes. It's not clear throughout the movie, and honestly, it's kind of one of those movies you leave questioning what actually happened sometimes, which I kind of hate a lot of times in a movie.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to say that I understand everything that happens, but I feel like I'm pretty good at picking up on plots and stuff. And I think I understand what happened, but I don't. So in the movie, there's lots of weird scenes where the main character, played by Michael Keaton, the Birdman, if you will, uses telekinesis to throw stuff and switch things on and off. And fly, and you don't know if it's in his mind or if it's really happening.
Yeah. And
then at the end of the movie, it's ambiguous. There's a scene. I don't want to say what happens in the movie. I don't want to spoil it because it just came out. But but it's still left ambiguous at the end. Okay. To the point where I thought it was all just in his head, and then the ending, you're just like, what? What does that mean? And it ends, and you're like, to the point where you don't even know if the main character is just this is all a dream from an autistic child. It's just really weird. And I was like, what? And there's some cool themes. And if this is the way that it actually is, so one of the theories that I read, or not theories I read though, is that his character has these powers, but he's never used them. He's just been an actor. Yeah. And then he finally just does it.
Oh. Huh.
You know what I mean? He starts using. I just don't get it though. It's this is way too high concept.
Yeah.
And then the movie's really got a lot of scorching dialogue, making fun of people that do superhero movies and Michael Bay and stuff. It's kind of some shots fired in the movie a little bit.
Okay.
Which I was a little put off by. So I was like, right, do your own thing, buddy. Don't take pot shots at movies that Michael Keaton, Edward Norton, and Emma Stone were all in those kind of movies, and now they're in your movie. So
this seems kind of pretentious.
It is, and that's the biggest problem that I've had with this movie. I've seen Babel as well.
Yeah,
and I really liked Babel, but I also didn't like it. I don't know how to describe it, other than it's great, but I don't know. He's this kind of guy who is well known as a capital D director, capital A artist guy, and I don't know. It just kind of is too far, too much, too modern arty,
Yeah, you really liked was it Children of Man or something like that, which I thought I didn't really like. It wasn't him.
No, it's not him.
I know it's not him, but
okay.
I thought that was like a little too arty and pretentious and
really
annoying. Yeah, I just didn't really like it that much.
I didn't get that at all with Children of Men.
I don't know.
I don't know how to just. I don't even.
It felt a little high concept.
Who directed it? Is that Alfonso Cuarón?
I think so.
Yeah, it totally is. It's another Mexican director who's done a lot of great movies. Yeah, he actually kind of does a little bit of the same thing. A little bit, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah. I never really liked Children of... What is it? His Children of Man or Children of Men? Or
it's Children of
Man.
Men.
Children of Men? Okay.
Child of Man.
I don't fucking know. I watched it once.
Child of Woman.
I didn't think it was terrible. I just didn't think it was... Like, everybody was really into it.
I loved that movie.
I was not into it that much. I don't know.
I don't know. Right. There's a lot of... There's a review I read that pretty much mirrors my feelings on Birdman, and that it's kind of amazing, and the directing really adds to the drama in a lot of ways because of the fact that it all kind of takes place in one area and there's super long takes. Kind of adds to the tension of the film because you know, and they talked about when they filmed it. I mean, doing these 20-minute long takes multiple times, you know, and counting how many times people would fuck it up and they have to restart the whole thing, you know, and like it adds a little bit to the drama, but also just, you know, a lot of that stuff kind of just also takes you out of it, you know, like kind of how meta it is, like kind of, I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is name dropped and pot shotted at for Iron Man. Like, it's so weird. It's like the movie's trying to do too many things, you know? And it's like, just focus on telling your story. And, like, the Edward Norton character kind of gets dropped in the third act. Like, he just isn't around. He's around. He just doesn't have any more scenes. It's weird. It's just so weird. It's imperfect, but definitely good and worth seeing because it is really cool. Like, I liked the movie. Okay. I'm going to say it out of the patented Born in the 80s 5-star scale. It's a 4 out of 5 because the acting is just so good. Michael Keaton's amazing. Like, it is worth seeing.
I've always liked Michael Keaton. He's always been great.
Yeah. I mean, it is a great movie, and it's awesome and fun. And maybe it was the best picture. You know, I really liked American Sniper. I think I liked it more, but also that movie was frustrating in some ways, too. So, you know, maybe there wasn't a perfect movie this year. So, who knows? I don't know. I'm gonna keep watching the best pictures and get through them all, or at least
even if there is. I think the Oscars rarely pick them.
I think. What did you see Grand Budapest Hotel?
No,
we should watch that when I visit because it won. It actually won the most awards, tied with Birdman. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
that was another one I thought about seeing.
Oh, I have the Blu-ray. I bought it on Blu-ray. I'll bring it.
Okay.
It's so fun. It is. It's definitely it's Lauren's favorite Wes Anderson's movie. Mm-hmm. It's just basically one long chase movie, I guess, is the whole thing. And it's just zany and fun and it works. I don't know. My favorite's still probably Moonrise Kingdom, but
Moonrise Kingdom is really great.
Oh, I love it. I could talk for hours and hours and hours about what I love about that movie. It's just so good. Yeah. But Grand Budapest is incredible. Like the music in it I think it won Best Score, Best Original Screenplay or Adapted, one of the two, and what else was there? Man, there was just a lot of just awards for it. And I think it won Best Costume. I don't know. It's incredible. It's really fun. So it kind of takes place in this weird quasi World War II time. But it's the countries are you remember the game Papers, Please?
Yeah.
Like all these weird made up Eastern European countries.
Sure,
it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah, which is kind of fun because it's they get on a train and soldiers show up from Zarabia or something that doesn't exist, But I don't know. It's kind of fun. I love that movie, and Ralph Fiennes is stellar in that movie. And he says the F word 80 times, and
because
it's awesome.
Ralph Fiennes.
Every time. He's really good at swearing.
He is.
Oh, man. Anyway.
Did
that's my thoughts.
I didn't watch the Oscars at all. Did Guardians take anything?
absolutely nothing, and it wasn't nominated for anything. So,
which is a shame because that was. I mean, I understand that.
This is. I mean, you can't see me, but this is the Academy, and I'm doing the jerk off hand motion.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's just like, yeah.
I didn't really expect it to win anything, but it was just such an incredible movie that I felt like it deserved something.
And it didn't get nominated for anything, so it doesn't matter.
That seems kind of weird though, because like I remember, like when Iron Man came out, it got stuff, I think, and
I don't know if the first Iron Man.
Yeah, I think so.
Those movies just don't. The big budget movies just.
Lord of the Rings stuff did. I mean, granted, they're based on a famous author's works, but it's still kind of summer action-y the way they did them. So
it's the Academy, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, and I rewatched the winner of Best Animated Feature.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Big Hero 6.
Oh, okay. I almost rented that the other day.
I rented it and watched it, and I fucking loved it. And
I know it's such a man. Just thinking about watching that like in the theater, it was.
I don't want to spoil the movie, but there's a moment about 20 minutes in.
I
was like, Disney movies. What are you doing? I'll just say it's very Up-esque at one point.
Yeah.
In the movie, and it gets pretty real, and it's really interesting. And
I don't even know
really
if that's a spoiler. I think that's implied in the trailers for it. But.
Maybe, yeah. I didn't know anything going in, though, so other than it was like... Actually, I don't think it was implied in the trailers. The trailers pretty much
I remember going
on
to that,
the comedy.
Well, I remember going to the
I think I remember
expecting that to happen.
About it. Oh, okay.
So,
well,
I was not surprised, but...
Anyway.
Yeah, that's an excellent movie. Yeah. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird how, that it wouldn't get nominated for anything. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy, like sound mixing, like something, like that movie.
Costuming or something.
Was incredible, yeah. They just don't like to give.
Yeah.
Hollywood loves the movies like that because they bankroll everything else. It's just such a weird situation. I think this year there was a website that was just allowing people to post their anonymous opinions on their ballot voting for the Academy Awards, and there's some real crazy just like reasoning, and people were voting American Sniper because of how much business it did for how low cost it was.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, man, that's Best Picture because it ran all these numbers and cost this much and told the real story, and it's everybody loves the director, so I don't know. Whenever you have not like a committee voting on stuff and leaving it up to lots of individuals, it's going to be really difficult to get a consensus that makes sense, I guess. There's just a lot of times where particular actors get completely shafted, Michael Keaton, not winning Best Actor this year. Eddie Redmayne for Theory of Everything won. He was also the other one that was like the lock. So I think that people thought Michael Keaton had a shot because he won the Screen Actors Guild Award, I believe. But Eddie Redmayne came away with it.
Yeah, that movie looked interesting too. I don't know if I'm
going to watch that one too, just because...
It seems like a downer. I don't know.
But it ends up all right.
Yeah, I know. But, well, yeah. It's just, I don't know. It seems like a whole lot of that movie.
You want to watch a downer, watch Being Alice.
Being Alice?
Julianne Moore won the Academy Award for. I think that was her. Was that her first?
I have never even heard of Being Alice, so.
Really?
Nope.
This is the Oscars episode.
I have not, Does
Julianne Moore finally have an Oscar? Yes, she does. She won for that.
I did not watch the Oscars, and I don't even know most of what was nominated, other than stuff that Amazon tells me was. When I'm browsing through shit.
It's still Alice, not Being Alice. I'm so wrong. Let's see here. A linguistics professor and her family find their bonds tested when she is diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about losing her mind, memory.
Yeah, that sounds like...
Alec Baldwin's in it.
Yeah.
And Julianne Moore. I actually kind of want to see it now that I know Alec Baldwin's in it. But supposedly it's really good, and it won Best Actress, so good for her. She deserved it.
I'm always torn on stuff like that because I have to be in the right mood to watch movies like that. Like, I know they're good.
You're not a misery vampire like me.
Yeah, and I know I'll enjoy them, but I have to be, like, ready to accept that kind of psychic burden. Like, I have to prepare myself to, be bummed out for a while.
Gotta be bummed.
Yeah.
And you want to get more
There's
bummed?
the title.
What?
There's the title. Gotta be bummed.
You gotta be bummed sometimes. I don't know. I'm bummed all the time.
That sounds horrible.
What?
Being bummed all the time?
What's wrong? Just because I'm bummed doesn't mean I'm, like, sad all the time.
That is exactly what that means, unless unless we're talking at cross
bummed
purposes.
Means something different.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of the other meaning of bummed.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm so bummed, bro. Adam, you want to be bummed some more?
Yeah, like I said, I have
Have
to
you
be,
heard of the
I have to be
saga?
prepared to accept the burden of that.
Prepare your bum to accept this burden.
I hope my body can take it.
I hope it can. Have you heard the tale of the Honey Boo Boo child?
I know of Honey Boo Boo, but I have never seen. Like,
So let me give you
the closest I've come to seeing anything of that is South Park's parody of it.
a primer of Honey Boo Boo. Okay. Elena Thompson,
Yeah.
aka Honey Boo Boo, was on the show Toddlers and Tiaras.
Yep.
As a hilarious, gotta get paid. I forget what her catchphrase was. It was oh my god. Anyway, she was on that reality show and people loved her so much they did a spin-off show because she was a child. Because she's kind of like pudgy,
Yeah.
a little bit, but doing these pageants, you
Right.
know. And her mom's ridiculous and has all these fake made-up words like go-go juice, which is just like fruit punch that she has. That just, perfect for reality television. Zany family, doing weird shit. Having adorable kids say terrible, stupid things. Anyway, TLC had the show, Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Great name for a show. Had the show, goes for 3 seasons. Mm-hmm. 4th season shot. Show canceled before it airs.
I heard about that and why it was canceled.
It's canceled due to Mama June's alleged relationship with a man who molested her daughter, Anna, who is still living with them.
Yep.
Why you would go back to that guy, I don't know. It's not my life.
Yeah, people
As
are
the
strange.
father, I believe that's the father of some of the children. I don't know. It's the South, so it's real complicated.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Like, he was in jail. He's out of jail. Mm-hmm. In jail for child molestation charges.
Yes. Right.
Out of jail, back with the family. That includes the daughter who was molested. I don't know. Anyway, it's terrible. Adam,
Yeah.
I told you, prepare your bum.
All right.
To be bummed.
Okay.
So now she recorded a music video. With her mom, dad, and sister Pumpkin.
So wait, her dad is that the guy?
Huh? Yes,
said-
I believe so.
Oh, okay. So this child molester's in the video.
Maybe. I don't know, Adam. You know
All right.
why? I'm Misery Vampire, correct?
Yeah.
This was too much for me to watch this video.
Wow. Okay.
This is like the saddest thing in the world.
Yeah.
This kid, maybe over before. So her music career, maybe over before it begins here because of goddamn, my computer is a piece of fucking garbage. Mm-hmm. It's just locked up for no reason. All right. Anyway, maybe over before it starts. Because the 4th season of unaired Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, right? TLC paid the family for it, even though they're not airing it, as
Sure.
well as covering tutoring and health insurance for the kids, right? But apparently TLC definitely could sue them for trying to profit from Honey Boo Boo's image before their contract is officially over
Right.
at the end of the summer.
They've got some kind of exclusivity thing.
Mama June has also been apparently shopping Honey Boo Boo to other networks.
Ah, okay.
A recent interview with Honey Boo Boo has shown that she is 60 pounds overweight and has serious asthma. Yeah, this is a 9-year-old who is 60 pounds overweight.
Yikes.
Already terribly unhealthy. Already not doing well health-wise.
Yeah.
It is pretty much the worst situation possible. I mean, how do people, you know what they say, how are people allowed to have children? You know,
I know people say that.
Because you're not, you've always heard that, how are people allowed to have children?
Yeah.
How are these people? But anyway, there's an Onion article from 2012 that the headline was, "You do, of course, realize this is all going to end very, very badly."
I think I read that too.
And that's where it's going.
Yeah, maybe.
It's pretty much going to be a train wreck that we're all going to watch.
I won't.
I will.
But,
Adam,
yeah.
as a person who has been known to watch a train wreck.
Yes.
For reals and not for reals. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Do you think that would be worse than a plane crash? What's worse, train wreck, plane crash?
I have no idea.
Car crash, Adam.
Yeah.
Bang, marry, kill. Car crash, plane crash, train crash.
I don't feel good about this.
Bang, marry, kill, Adam.
I don't.
Come on, Adam. Because, it's obvious bang is good.
Okay.
Marry's the best. Kill is the worst.
I guess bang train wrecks, marry airplane wrecks, kill car wrecks.
What?
Think about the amount of fatalities that happen to the car wrecks.
No.
Ginormous.
What? Think about the fatalities of plane wrecks.
Not that many.
But
Comparatively.
No. I'm not talking about the idea of. I'm talking about the you being in one.
Okay. Plane wreck, I'm either dead fast or,
Okay.
it's...
very-
Plane wreck is still a marry.
Wow.
Yeah. No, really.
Wow.
For one thing, plane wrecks, if they're planes that go down, can often be recovered, with the crash landing where people are still safe. And if you are...
Yeah, ask the flight that has never been found, but yeah.
And if that happens, then you are usually, I imagine, dead pretty quick due to the speeds involved.
Okay.
On the other hand, train wrecks and car wrecks are bad. Car wrecks can be horrific.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I imagine train wrecks can too, but I feel like train wrecks probably, I don't know. I feel like there's something going on there where it's probably not quite as bad as a car wreck.
All right.
I feel like more people would survive a train wreck than a bad car wreck.
All right. Adam, I'm gonna hit you with mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna bang train wreck, marry car wreck, kill plane wreck, man. Jesus.
No, I'm sorry. That's completely ridiculous.
Fuck no, man. I've survived a car accident. It
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
that
tiny
bad.
ones. Sure.
Oh, mine was not tiny. My car was totaled.
Yeah. Oh,
Two totaled cars.
I've
Head-on collision.
I have totaled 2 cars as well.
Well,
But,
and you are fine.
yes.
You total a plane, you're not fine.
No, but I'm gone quick. And I know
So you'd rather be dead
I've heard enough stories
than
from
not dead.
I've heard enough stories from first responders of car wrecks to know that shit can get real bad in
Yeah,
car
if
wrecks.
you're not wearing a seatbelt.
Even if you are. Decapitations.
Yeah, that's going to happen on the plane, definitely.
Blood smears across. No,
Yeah, I've heard some messed up shit, too, from first responders about it.
I was going to say, car wrecks, no.
I feel like with the train,
Also, I feel like there's more chance of dying in a fire in a car, whereas...
the train you can just jump out of.
Or something. I feel like there's less chance of burning alive in either a plane wreck or
just you see the train wrecks happening, right? You can feel the train just jump out the window. You're good.
Whatever. I think trains are definitely...
man.
I think trains are definitely in the middle tier in there. But I definitely think I would rather...
Do you know what I think one of the coolest things ever to do that I wish I could do?
What's that?
I was wondering if you're going to try and throw a guess at that super vague question.
No,
All right.
try.
No. To just, like, ride the rails, man. Like a vagabond.
Be a hobo.
Yeah. Like, dude, riding a train. I got my credit card. I'll be good.
No,
I don't know. Doesn't that sound awesome?
Like, the idea of it sounds
Like riding in an empty
romantic.
boxcar,
but I
like,
think
across the country?
The idea
Eating
of it,
beans out of tin?
the idea of it sounds romantic, but I think the realities of it would not be pleasant.
I don't know, man. I recently saw an art exhibit photo of this guy who traveled the rails for 5 years.
Yeah,
And he just took pictures of everybody. And they're like sleeping in coal carts and stuff,
yeah.
covered in coal dust,
That sounds
hanging out
terrible.
with hobos,
Also
eating
sounds
food,
terrible.
sitting on like top of the train with like the sunset. Oh, sounds amazing. Just the freedom, man. No
Listen,
phones.
If
nothing.
you want freedom, buy a plane ticket to Europe and fucking hitchhike around there if you want to do that.
Yeah, and be
I don't wanna-
fucking sent to the hostel from Hostel and Hostel Part 2.
I think your chances of that happening are less than
Wiener
being shipped
dog.
by a hobo on the rails
Wiener
over
Dog died,
alcohol.
man.
Yeah, okay.
Wendy Wiener Dog. Is that what was her name?
Are you talking about something from Hostel? Because I have not seen either of those. Because I am not a fan of torture porn.
No, what's her goddamn character name? I'm gonna find this. You ever seen Welcome to the Dollhouse?
Nope.
Incredible movie from '95. Actress in it
Is
was
it a horror movie?
Dawn Wiener.
Okay.
No, but she was in Hostel Part 2 and she got murdered.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Heather Marazzo. No, but she plays. You never seen Welcome to the Dollhouse?
No. Is it a
It's an
horror?
incredible coming of age movie. No, it's not a horror movie at all. It's a drama. She plays Dawn Wiener, Wiener Dog, as she's known, I believe. God, I gotta find out that I keep calling her Wiener Dog. It's gonna be something different. No, but she plays like an unattractive 7th grader. Just like
I
don't
don't
know.
usually watch
She's like a
movies.
nerdy 7th grader in like the 70s. I don't know. It's really neat. A really fun slice of life movie. Wiener Dog, totally. Called Dogface as well. But anyway, she gets murdered in Hostel in a particularly horrific way.
Yeah.
I believe she is done Bathory style. The lady hangs her up over a tub and rips her from, one end to the other.
Okay.
Bathes in her blood as she bleeds to death.
Sounds terrible.
It's a great movie, Hostel 2.
Does not sound like one.
I thought it was alright.
Not my
I
type
don't
of
know.
movie.
I liked it better than Hostel 1. Anyway, enough of the torture porn and bad shit. Adam,
All right.
Ham,
Yeah.
want to talk about something fun?
Let's.
Let's talk about this cherry company owner commits suicide during the
Ugh.
factory.
I really need to take more time to find articles.
Adam, you leave it to me, and it's a trip down Death 3 lane. All right.
Do we have to do this?
You hear about this one?
No, I don't think I
A
did.
cherry magnate in Brooklyn, Maraschino
No.
Cherry Company, Dell's Maraschino Cherries.
Okay, I have not heard about this.
In Red Hook, there's a drug raid on his factory. Law enforcement agents discovered a fake wall in a maraschino. This is like Breaking Bad, like the laundromat. This is a maraschino cherry factory.
Okay.
Find a fake wall. Investigators found more than 80 pounds of marijuana and hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash in the hidden entrance. Later, after executing a search warrant on the secret entrance, investigators uncovered a large marijuana growing operation underneath the warehouse. In the space below the plant, they also found numerous high-end vehicles, including a Rolls-Royce, a Porsche, and a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. All right, Harley-Davidson, not super high-end. Just saying. Not like a Rolls-Royce. But anyway.
Sure.
Underground, it was really Breaking Bad, said the astounded law enforcement source. All right. After watching law enforcement agents discover a fake wall, the owner reportedly locked himself in his private bedroom, yelled, "Take care of my kids," and shot himself in the head.
Ugh.
This is like out of a fucking movie, man.
The worst part about this is all he was doing was selling marijuana.
I know, and that's what I was like. This is literally like some guy. It's like, oh god, he killed himself. There's gonna be like child porn down there, like just some real No, it's just a bunch of weed and money.
That
like,
actually makes me angry.
It makes me angry too.
That our law system is such that somebody selling fucking marijuana would be sent away long enough to want to fucking commit suicide.
You know what the worst part about this is that 20 years from now, weed is going to be like 100% recreationally legal everywhere.
Yeah, right.
Especially since, did you see that report saying that marijuana was 140 times less deadly than like alcohol, which is the worst for you?
Yeah, totally.
Just because of how bad it can impair your judgment, unlike marijuana. You know, and also you can, overdose on alcohol.
No, yeah, I thought you were going to say something like fucking, like, bricks of cocaine and, like, heroin up the ass and PCP and shit.
Nope.
That's terrible.
Just weed. I mean, he's probably going to get, like, 20, 30 years
Well,
out
he's
of
not
that.
going to get...
Not now,
no,
but fuck, man. So
yeah,
if you got a drink with a cherry in it at a Red Lobster, Buffalo Wild Wings, Chick-fil-A, or TGI Fridays... They got the cherries from that place in them. So
okay,
that guy's dead. God damn, dude! I just blew my mind that you would kill yourself over some words.
But yeah.
Oh, Adam, come on.
Phrasing, John.
You're right. All right, let's go on to something fun.
Please.
All right, man, commit no. I wish. All right. I wish I had another story about someone murdering themselves. Adam, you want to talk about 10 popular toys from the 80s that are back?
Yeah, why not?
Do you have any of these? Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yep.
Brought back. Do you have a Cabbage Patch Kid?
I don't think I had one specifically, but my grandparents, where I hung out at, like me and my cousin hang out there a lot. So yeah, we had Cabbage Patch Kids.
All right.
There was like one or two of them in the toy pile.
Yeah, Eric and I each had a Cabbage Patch child.
Yeah.
Or no, he had a Cabbage Patch Kid, and I had a My Buddy doll.
Oh yeah.
Remember My Buddy?
Yeah, I totally
Wherever I go, he goes.
Yeah, I always thought he looked creepy. Like
he does.
Was Chucky based on him, or
a little bit actually?
I was like, because they look kind of similar.
Yeah, My Buddy had dark hair and little eyes. Anyway, My Buddy became basically like a stunt man.
Yeah.
In my toy playing.
Of course.
So like My Buddy would be thrown off the balcony.
Sure.
Just to see what would happen, like a dead body thrown down the stairs. He became like a kung fu like body double. So I would like kick him and do karate moves on him.
Cool.
That's what My Buddy was meant to be, right?
Yeah, totally.
I also do the karate moves on my brother, but that was frowned upon.
I imagine probably would be.
Adam, do you know Transformers are back, apparently?
That is unsurprising.
I don't think they ever went away.
Probably not really.
I got umbrage with this article.
Okay.
I think the Transformers have stayed relevant throughout. They pretty much never have ended.
That's probably true to a certain extent, but I imagine like through most of the late 90s, there's probably not a lot going on there.
But to be fair, the company's reintroducing some of the originals. Jetfire, Devastator, some of them from the 80s. So
all right.
That's kind of cool. All right, this reminded me of something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember color forms?
No, off the top of my head.
Do you know what color forms are? Not
really, no.
The worst fucking gift you can imagine.
Okay.
Okay. So, I'm just going to explain the way this article explains it. Do you know the clear plastic screen protector that comes on like LCDs?
Sure.
When you first get them, you peel it off?
Yeah.
That's what color forms are. They're like little vinyl stickers that you can peel on and off again off of like glass.
Uh-huh.
And so you can make like scenes with them.
That sounds like the worst thing ever.
And they come with like backgrounds, a few backgrounds.
Sure.
To like make a...
That reminds me of like these things that we had. It was like I don't know, like you had like a felt board in the background. And there's like this little felt like figure like characters you could like stick to it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but with vinyl and plastic
glass.
instead of glass and tubes.
No, that sounds terrible.
Little shout out there. Carebears. Did you ever have Carebears?
I remember seeing the Care Bear movie once, but I don't think I ever had a Care Bear.
I was like way into Carebears.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I love the Carebears movies.
Yeah.
I think it's because I think I really was into Carebears because my first stuffed animal was a bear.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like way into like teddy bears. You know what I mean?
I had stuffed animals, but I never really was super attached to any of them.
Wow, I was like way into stuffed animals.
Yeah.
Like I would like use them to like create movies and stuff and plots and like radio dramas that I did with the Talk Boy.
Okay.
I wish I could find some of those. I had some real fun ones. There was a game show that I had created called You Risk Your Life. All right? So you basically...
It was a Japanese game show then.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But this was like, I don't know, it was probably like 10, 11 when I was coming up with this shit.
Yeah.
It's called You Risk Your Life, and my stuffed animals would compete in this one. And the premise was basically you have to answer a trivia question or are killed in a gruesome manner. Adam,
Was your vampire from a young age then?
Do you want to hazard a guess? And how often the contestant guessed the answer correctly?
I bet it's pretty rare.
It was very rare. I believe most of the time, if you answer the question correctly, a second, much, much more difficult question would appear, and you would be also killed.
Okay.
It was a fun game, though.
Hard to believe they found contestants for that.
You know, they just lined up. The prizes were so good.
All right.
I really wish I had these tapes. I'm sure they're somewhere at my parents'.
Okay.
I gotta get those saved for posterity.
Yeah.
Oh, but I loved them. I think I had a Care Bear. I can't remember which
So,
one.
I'm trying to think. Care Bears, they had like... They all had like different... They're kind of like My Little Ponies, I guess. They had like all different kinds of pictures.
Logos
on
and
belly.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they had like some kind of crazy beam move, didn't they?
Yeah, it was the Care Bear stare.
The Care Bear stare, yeah.
Yeah, you shot a laser, a rainbow beam.
I can't remember what effect did that have on people.
Well,
did it
it would
vaporize
make- it would-
them, or did it make them feel good, or...
Yeah, like Captain No Smiles.
Yeah.
Guy with the Care Bear stare was vaporized.
I don't remember exactly what happened.
Grumpy Bear owned an olive factory, of which cops busted in and found a bunch of cocaine. He ran upstairs and pointed his head at his belly. Care Bear stared himself in the head. Yeah, man. No, it would make you not bad.
Oh, okay.
It turned the good guys into like being happy. It turn your emotions around.
All right.
That's the Care Bear stare. So basically, these adorable bears would stare at you to the point where you just be like, "All right,
All right.
this is my I want my like version, my robot chicken version of this
Yeah.
to be like in like Fallujah, and the Care Bears are like go to like a checkpoint. And some guys roll up in some ratty like pickup truck, and you know they pull out the AKs and they do the Care Bear stare, and it's just you know, suitcase bomb.
Why is it called a Care Bear stare though? Because they shoot out their bellies.
Well, they stare at you when they do it.
They stare at you creepily while they beat
Yeah.
you. Okay.
It's like furiously masturbating while staring direct eye-to-eye contact with someone.
No, come on. No, trust me. You'll feel real good. Just
Keep watching.
Just look in my eyes.
You see
I need
their
to
eyes.
see your feelings change.
You see the beam coming out of their chest, and then their little pudgy teddy bear arm is just moving up and down. Shot from like the neck. Yeah, it's classy. They got that determined look in their eyes.
They need to make like a rip off like 50 Shades of Rainbow or something like that. It's just Care Bears.
Yeah, Mr. Blue's ready to see you. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit, man. That movie did really well.
Did it?
Yeah. How does that work?
I've never read nor...
How is that not a porno? That's like the book is just porn.
Is it?
Yeah. Do you know that book was created, right?
It was like a Twilight.
It was
ripoff?
Twilight fanfic.
Okay, fanfic. Okay.
Yes, that turned into its own thing.
All right. I don't know that much about
Swap
it. Really.
Edward Cullen for Mr. Grey, who the reclusive billionaire,
Sure.
and then the young, naive, whatever the fuck the character's name is, and
Twilight.
50 Shades of Grey for Bella from Twilight.
All right.
I know Twilight. All right.
I know some Twilight too.
I've
For
only
better
seen
or
the
worse.
first 2 or 3. I think I've maybe seen the first 3.
I have seen the first 2. I've listened to some of them on audiobook though as well. I think I got the whole
Why?
story. I was bored and I
Just wanted to know.
I was in a big podcasting listening phase there, and I didn't really have a whole lot to listen to, and I was just like,
Burned through them.
Burned through them,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They're what they are.
Bella.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I was looking up 50 Shades of Grey. I looked up Twilight. I want to see what the main character. Oh, isn't it like Anastasia Steele or some bullshit?
Really?
I'm pretty sure it's what it is. All right, let's find this. Man, you want to know let's find it, Adam. I don't know anything about this, but I want to find the plot. Let's get the plot. Anastasia Anna Steele. I totally was right.
Wow.
Is a 21-year-old college senior attending Washington State University.
Oh my God.
So she didn't even change the location.
No.
In Vancouver, Washington. Her best friend is Catherine Kate Kavanaugh. Catherine Kate Kavanaugh.
KKK?
A.K.A. KKK. No, Kate is just the way she says her first name.
All right.
Who writes for the college newspaper. Due to an illness, Kate persuades Anna to take her piece and interview 27-year-old Christian Grey. Anna is instantly attracted to Christian, but also finds him intimidating. So she stumbles through the interview, believing it went badly.
But it didn't.
However, Christian appears at the hardware store where she works. This already sounds like fanfic.
Yeah.
Purchases various items, including cable ties, masking tape, and rope. Oh. Christian, Anna informs him that she would like some photographs to go along with her article about him. She gets a phone. She gets some digits. So they arrange a photo shoot. I'm already done.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
I can't.
Can't even.
Well, it's just I just want to know. Like, I don't know. There's some like fucking bullshit. They go out for coffee. He asks if she's dating anyone. She says she's single. And he says he's single, but he's no romantic. Anna is intrigued, but believes she's not attractive enough for Christian. Ugh.
We don't really need to go through the whole plot.
Ugh. Apparently, he sends her some copies of Tess of the Dubervilles, which stuns her. What the fuck is Tess of the Dubervilles?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
it's
probably
Thomas
don't
Hardy.
want to know.
Thomas Hardy,
Oh, okay.
writer, English writer. I have one of his books. I never ended up reading it yet. Anyway, I don't know. They hook up. He wants to do BDSM, and she's like, no. And then he's got a contract he wants her to sign, saying there'd be no romantic, just the sex. I don't know.
No, just Care Bear.
Yep.
The third act.
He unzips. Grouchy Bear comes out. Grumpy Bear, sorry.
Okay, wait. Is there actually a Grumpy Bear?
Yeah.
There is?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Is there actually a Grumpy Bear?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's got little clouds.
So how... Why don't they just hit him with a Care Bear stare if he's grumpy all the time?
It doesn't work.
And if... does he...
It doesn't work on themselves.
Does his Care Bear stare make people happy too?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It actually detracts from the overall...
Are you lying to me now? Or
You never see a Care Bear stare with not 10 Care Bears. They basically get an executioner's fucking firing line of Care Bears. And they all shoot their beam.
So it's
They all
it's
line
Rainbow
up.
Bukkake or what?
Oh, God.
Care Bear.
Oh, I wish I could name that the episode title, but... that's
Care
probably
Bear
just
Kake.
too suggestive. Adam, so basically what the book is literally that, like, her talking with this guy, and he's like, hey, I want you to do some BDSM stuff with me. And she's like, I don't know if I can do that. Sign the contract. I don't know if I should. He spanks her, and she's confused and enticed.
Okay.
The tension comes to a head when Anna asks her to punish her in order to show how extreme a BDSM relationship could be. He fulfills her request, beating her with a belt, only for her to realize they're incompatible. Devastated, Anna leaves and returns to the apartment. End of book.
Wow.
Yep.
That's really anticlimactic.
Yeah, it's like, hey, do I like BDSM? All right, no. All right,
No.
bye.
Turns out I don't.
That's the end.
The end. All right.
Fucking A, dude. Why? All right, anyway.
Wait. There are other books, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not going into the plots of the other books.
No, I'm just saying, does she... I don't know. I don't fucking care. I'm just curious if it's the same character that continues on, like, oh, actually, I really am into this now.
All right, Adam.
Oh, God. What have I done?
I'm just trying to figure out Carebears, all right?
Okay.
I Google search physiology of the Care Bear. And I have come to a website called Jordan's Page of Use. I will share this because it's super long and I don't think I can go through the whole thing. But somebody has created a 3.5 monster. Dungeons & Dragons 3.5.
Yeah.
Character class or monster.
Yeah.
For Carebears.
That's amazing.
They're a small monstrous humanoid, extraplanar. 20-foot speed, of course, because they're small. Only AC 12. Not wearing any armor. They're also plush, so pretty easy to hit. They got dark vision, tummy symbol, Care Bear stare, special attack.
Is that a gaze attack?
Yeah, they got 5 diplomacy, though.
Oh, watch out.
Perform sing. Oh, shit, and they have listen. Oh, my God, I forgot. 3.5. Let's see here.
Ridiculous
He
skills.
gave them improved initiative. Nice. And then neutral good. But let's get into the Care Bear stare.
All right.
As a standard action, Care Bear may make a ranged touch attack against a single target
Okay.
within 30 feet. If successful, this attack deals 1d6 points of positive energy damage. Unlike
That's good, though, because, like, for good people, that just heals them.
No. Unlike normal other sources of positive energy. This energy deals damage to both living and undead targets.
Oh, no.
The damage dealt by the Care Bear stare may be lethal or non-lethal at the Care Bear's discretion.
Lethal Care Bear stare. So they could vaporize people.
Yeah, apparently. In this 3.5 edition, yes. In addition, Care Bear can channel their stares into a good hope effect, which acts like the spell Good Hope, except for that it has a duration of 1 round. Once the Care Bears use their stare ability, they may not do so for another 1d4 rounds. Multiple Care Bears can concentrate their stares together into a single attack. The concentrated beam does 1d6 plus 1 points of damage per Care Bear participating.
Oh, fuck.
To a single target.
That could be brutal.
For example, 5 Care Bears, they would deal 5d6 plus 5. Also, they have the tummy symbol, right?
Yep.
Each Care Bear possesses a symbol on their stomachs, which is unique to them and often what they derive their names from. The symbols appear to drive their personalities, focusing their interests in a particular direction. This culminates into a +2 racial bonus to a single craft, knowledge, perform, or profession skill. For example, a Care Bear with a guitar on their tummy symbol would likely have a +2 racial bonus on perform guitar checks.
Okay.
Anyway, that's Care Bears.
Awesome.
Adam, would you like to know what a dire Care Bear is?
Wait. First off, what's the CR for a Care Bear?
CR 1/2. Challenge rating 1/2.
All right.
And you want to know what a dire Care Bear is?
I would love to know what a dire Care Bear is.
All right, well, Adam, if you want to imagine a Care Bear, right?
Yeah.
But you want to imagine a Care Bear that is large-sized.
Okay.
So this is the size of an actual bear.
Right.
40-foot movement speed, so pretty fast. Full
Yeah.
attack is 2 claws.
Ooh.
Plus 21 melee.
Damn.
1d6 plus 9, and bite 15 melee, 2d6 plus 4.
Damn.
I only have 5-foot reach,
Okay.
but they have 10-foot space. They still have the Care Bear stare, but they have improved grab, which allows them to grapple.
So wants
without
to get a
taking
hold
an
of you.
attack. Yep. Solitary or pair. This is amazing. The guy who wrote
That's
this.
pretty incredible, yeah.
Yes. The dire Care Bear has a skull and crossbone symbol on their stomach.
Okay.
Anyway, and
Are
he
they also good, or are they
dire Care Bears alignment are always true neutral.
true neutral? Okay.
Yes. Their Care Bear stare does significant more amount of damage.
Wow.
It's 2d6. And they can concentrate as well.
Wow.
Dire Care Bear. I would like to mention that the amazing image that there's a hand-drawn image of a dire Care Bear. It's pretty spectacular.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying. Like, Care Bears were like a huge part of my life when I was a kid.
Yeah, like I said,
I was like way into Care Bears.
I remember watching the movie a couple times, but that's, I think, about as far as it went. I don't think I actually had a Care Bear.
Yeah.
I had a Teddy Ruxpin that my mom swears was possessed. Like when the battery got low, it started like doing the really creepy voice, and then
he'd be like, "What's
Yeah.
going on?"
and it would also do it at random times, like just randomly. And then she took the
man.
batteries out, and it continued to do it occasionally. And it freaked her out. She threw it away. Knowing more about electricity now that I do, I know there still be like stuff stored in the actual components, especially on older equipment, stuff like that. But she swears it was possessed. Yep, threw it away.
Well, Adam, you want to know how the Care Bears stare actually works?
Oh yeah, totally.
All right, so the Care Bears combine together and radiate light from their tummy symbols. So, like, the tummy symbol shoots out in, like, a ray shaped like the symbol. So, like a...
Okay.
So, like, a Wish Bear has, like, a star, you know, that's flying. Cheer Bear has just a straight rainbow, you know.
Okay.
Love Bear's got 2 hearts. Anyway, the bears shoot... this is under the magic spells subheader for the Wikipedia page.
Okay.
They combine to form a ray of love and good cheer, which brings care and joy into the target's heart. So,
All right.
it makes the bad guys happy.
I wonder if there's like some kind of psychologically addictive quality to that. Like,
Yeah.
is it like a rush, like some kind of
You
like
just get like a real good feeling.
high? Yeah. If you're,
Stare, man.
well, yeah. If you're getting hit by like that and it gives you joy, like if that's something that you feel when you get hit by the Care Bear stare. I mean, maybe they're creating their own enemies by like, I need to get another.
Oh shit! Yeah, and of course during the Dick series, the DIC, the animation company, Deke, they had the Care Bear cousin call.
Oh, okay.
Which is where you shoot your beam, and it calls the Care Bear cousins.
Okay.
They're just like non-bear versions of Care Bears. There's a rabbit, Swift Heart Rabbit. There's a lion.
Sounds lame.
Yeah. Well, you know, you gotta do whatever you can do to stop Professor Coldheart's uncaring magic.
I remember there were like human kids, at least in the movies. There were.
Oh yeah,
They were like
yeah.
friends of the Care Bears.
Oh yeah, and the original, the what was the first Care Bear movie? The Care Bears movie, 1985. This is a theatrical release movie, but
That's one thing I saw.
American Greetings Corporations, who own the Care Bears characters. Wow.
Wow.
Owned by a card company. All right. But anyway, the plot is there's some orphans. Hear about this Care Bears and Care-a-Lot. The land in the sky.
Okay, yeah, that's what I remember there being lots of clouds at some point. So I was wondering how they actually interacted. Like, do the Care Bears come down, or do
they do. They ride the lightning down. They ride a cloud actually down.
Yeah.
Wait, let me just see here. Let's see here. Cherrywood tells the orphans about Carebears, and they believe into it or whatever. And Friend Bear and Secret Bear, obviously, are traveling around in a little Care Bear car. It's like a cloud car.
Okay.
Looking for kids to cheer up.
Wait, Friend Bear and Secret Bear.
Yep.
Like Secret Friend Bear.
Yep, Secret Friend Bear. Yep.
They had something going on.
Still in the closet, Bear.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Exactly.
So...
This is my secret friend, Bear.
At an amusement park, Tenderheart Bear spots a magician's apprentice named Nicholas while unloading a trunk of goods for his master, the Great Fettuccine.
Oh.
Nicholas finds an old book with a diary-style lock. When he unlocks, an evil spirit appears, corrupting him. It lays waste to the park and begins a quest to remove all caring from the world.
Okay, so he was possessed by some kind of evil thing.
Yep. Back at Care-a-Lot, the bears are working on an invention called the Rainbow Rescue Beam.
Oh, wow.
A portal that can send any bear to Earth and back. That's right. Some of the little cubs from Graham's Bear, Baby Hugs and Tiny Tugs, interfere with it and bring forth a group of unexpected visitors. Basically, they beam back Friend Bear, Secret Bear, and Kim and Jason. So originally, they would have to take the cloud car down.
Yeah.
It would take a long time. The beam, they can find from their cloud, kingdom.
Yeah.
Uncaring in the world.
I wonder,
and just beam themselves instantly there.
I wonder if there's any, laws around driving the cloud car. Like, if you have the license for that shit.
Yeah. Well, in the... So... They end up in the Forest of Feelings when the portal malfunctions.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. The bears begin. So the rest of the bears are like, shit, they got disappeared. We got to find them. So they get in the Cloud Clipper, which is a cloud-shaped ship.
Sure.
A ship made of clouds.
Wait, the forest. I'm just curious. Wait, they have a cloud car.
Yep, a cloud ship.
And a cloud ship.
Yeah, for flying around in the cloud ocean.
That's...
It's a river in the clouds.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Within the forest, the children and their friends are introduced to Braveheart Lion and Playful Heart Monkey, two of the Care Bear cousins. All available for purchase.
Of course they are.
Every cartoon in the 80s was about buying things.
Yeah, that's true.
There was also Cozy Heart Penguin, Lots of Heart Elephant, Swift Heart Rabbit, Bright Heart Raccoon.
What? Bright Heart Raccoon?
Yeah, man.
Raccoons don't like the bright.
The spirit attacks them when they're in the woods.
Wait, the spirit that's possessing this child?
Well, yeah, but the spirit's also doing other stuff.
What?
No, it didn't possess the child. It corrupted the child, Adam.
Okay.
It corrupted him into becoming an evil magician.
But supernaturally.
Yeah.
Him. Okay.
And then it flew off to go fuck up with the Care Bears.
Alright.
The Care Bear cousins defeat it.
Sure.
They venture back to Earth to save Nicholas from the influence.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm curious as to whether the Care Bear stare actually, improves people, or if it just is good against supernaturally evil effects.
Yep.
Is it just cleansing him of this?
I believe so.
Thing, or...
So at the park, Nicholas who's obtained the ingredients for his spell to remove all caring from the world. He casts the spell, and the caring starts to leave the world. But the Care Bears still have their supernatural caring, and they engage in a long battle, as Wikipedia describes. The bears shoot beams at...
Many bears were lost.
Yeah, I know. The bears shoot beams of bright light, forming their quote-unquote stare. The cousins help with their quote-unquote call. As the creature's power drains away, Nicholas and the spirit briefly regain control. And the kids come in with the assist. They hug the bears, and it powers them up.
Oh my god.
Secret Bear closes the spirit's face back into the book, saving the world.
Okay,
Tender Heart Bear inducts the Care Bear cousins into the Care Bear family.
Ugh, they don't just know.
I know, right?
Bears. Come on.
The fucking country cousin Care Bears out in the woods, dicking around. We got Care-a-Lot. We built a fucking teleportation device. What have they done? Nothing.
Apparently they were already shunned and, like, not allowed in fucking Cloud Place. So, I don't know. I'm really curious, though, as to why Secret Bear is a Care Bear. Like, what's caring about secrets?
I'm just going to let you know this. Mr. Cherrywood, the narrator at the start, finishes his story.
And I was Nicholas.
Exactly.
Of course.
It is revealed that he is actually Nicholas, and that his wife is Kim. Tender Heart Bear, who has been listening from outside a window.
Of course they have to be super creepy.
Just making sure some caring's going on inside.
I'm always watching you, Nicholas, in case you slip.
In case you slip. Then you get
ready
the
to
Care Bear
vaporize you with
stare.
my Care Bear stare.
Remember, we're allowed to choose whether it's lethal or non-lethal at will. The film ends, of course, after he returns to Care-a-Lot in his Cloudmobile, with everyone waving goodbye.
So I never did get that teleporter working, I guess. In the
No, I guess
60 years that passed.
there was too much power, Adam.
All right.
I would like to mention that Harry Dean Stanton is credited in this movie.
Guess who?
Who's Harry Dean Stanton? I think I'm thinking of someone else. Anyway, well, he's just an actor who's in a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
But he was the singing voice of Braveheart Lion, and not the speaking voice.
Sure.
Oh, shit, man.
I don't know.
That's Carebears.
Everything I learn about Care Bears just brings up more questions.
Yeah, that's how it is. Adam, you have
It's almost like they weren't really thought through that well.
Alright.
Yep.
Viewmaster.
Oh, yeah.
I love the shit out of Viewmasters.
Those are coming back?
I actually went to I actually used to collect them at, like, every summer vacation we would go on, whatever, like, place we'd go to. I'd get, like, the Yellowstone Viewmaster clips.
Sure,
and I would add them to my collection. I had a giant collection of Viewmasters. They're cool. And you know what's funny about the Viewmaster is the dumbest shit ever.
Oh, totally.
It's like that fucking stereoscope from, like, the 1800s.
Yeah.
But, you bought them. You get the reels.
Yeah.
It looked cool, though, when you were a kid.
And when I was a kid, I looked at them more often than you would think. I mean, like, you would think you looked through them once and, well, that was cool. But, no, I actually came back to them every once in a while.
Adam?
Yeah.
The Viewmaster's back.
Is it an Oculus Rift now?
It is similar.
Really?
The Viewmaster... God, according to this... Oh, dude, there's WWE toys at Mattel. Sorry, I went to the Mattel website. No, so supposedly the new version is Google Cardboard-powered headset. Available later this year. You'll be able to view 360-degree VR images, perfectly synced to the movements of your head.
That's awesome.
So you'll be able to buy what I'm assuming is like an SD card, pop it in the headset, and then you can have a 360 just move your head around image of a place.
That's cool.
I
was almost angry for a second, but no, that's just cool.
Yep.
I'm angry because I wish I had that when I was a kid. And why can't these modern kids just have a red Viewmaster with an orange handle they have to fucking spin?
Yep.
No, that's awesome. That's a really cool thing.
It is awesome.
What else is coming back?
That's it.
That's it?
Walkman. Sony Walkman's coming back.
As what?
Did you not hear about this from CES?
An iPod? No, I didn't.
It is. All right. Oh my God, I gotta look up.
We have those still. They're called iPods and phones.
Nope. Sony's jumping in. Okay, so the new Sony Walkman, which was announced at CES, right?
Yeah.
Is for, like, audio files. Right?
Okay, yeah. So it's just worse than a new iPod.
Walkman ZX2. Exclusive with high-end audio files in mind. Supposedly giving you studio-quality style. Right?
Okay.
So they've already had the ZX1.
So I guess
Walkman.
it plays uncompressed waves.
The ZX1,
Sure.
if you will, as a British person would say.
They would, yes.
The ZX1 looks really cool. It's got a nice look to it.
How big is it?
iPod size.
Okay.
But it looks cool. It's got like a neat like form factor. Has a nice screen that shows like art from books. But the ZX2 is the new hotness, right? It's running for Jelly Bean Android, but with its own UI. All right. The Walkman A17, which is their kind of cheaper version for MP3s, doesn't really do. I don't know. Looks all right. Plays audio, lots of different versions, high res stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Right. $300, right?
Yep.
The ZX2. Do you want to guess how much that's going to cost? It's pricey.
$400.
Oh, God, let me get the specs here for you. Let's see here. Oh, how much space does it have, though? The Verge! You're not helping me. Got lots of high-res images, but not any specs. Let me look up Walkman.
Higher or lower?
Higher, but let me...
And the answer is more than I would ever consider paying.
All right, the new Walkman ZX2.
Yep.
128 gigs, so it's big. Hold a lot of data.
That's not even
But
that
lossless,
big, really.
what are you going to do? High-res audio. Music as the artist contended.
All I can think of is if they're talking about, like, lossless,
Adam,
like
CD
FLAC
players
or...
are 16-bit audio.
Yeah.
High-res audio is 24-bit, baby.
Wow.
This is as perfect as you can get with audio, Adam. Do you want to know how much you're going to pay for
Well,
128
digital audio.
gigs?
How much?
33 hours of battery life, expandable memory with Sony's bullshit memory cards. $1,200.
You have got to be shitting me.
$1,200, Adam.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
It costs 1,200 United States dollars.
That is insane. What are they thinking?
This pours lossless, FLAC, AIF waves.
You can play FLAC shit on your iPod. Well, maybe not your iPod, but on audio players.
Yep.
That's not that crazy.
This is for rich people. It's one of those things that's exclusively for rich people.
It saddens me that some
$1,200
so-called audiophiles will...
$1,200.
That is ridiculous.
Well, like the new headphones I got. So I wanted some really nice DJ, high-quality audiophile-ish headphones.
Yeah.
I got them from Monoprice. They're high-res DJ-style headphones.
Mm-hmm.
They sound incredible.
Okay.
$35.
Yeah.
Because I got them from Monoprice. So, fuck everyone. People spend their... Adam, fools and their money are easily
quickly parted.
Quickly parted. Adam, I think I'm going to buy this Daniel Bryan action figure.
Oh, my God.
I love Daniel Bryan!
Speaking of, we should probably start getting into that.
No, is it really... Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah,
What?
I know.
Oh, my. Adam, I have 800 other topics.
We got more weeks. We went on a little bit of a Care Bear rant.
Oh, my.
For a while.
Adam, I have... Let us count.
You have
Oh,
a lot.
my. Well, I haven't even talked about the games I've played. I haven't even talked about... Oh, God. All right, let me just... Let me just grab this. Remove it from this episode's notes.
Yeah.
And add a new week's notes. All right. Well, let's move on then. Yeah, we don't got much left. How long have we been going for?
Almost 2 hours.
That's not true.
Hour and 45 minutes, I think.
Not even.
We started around 2:35 or 12:35.
It was more.
It's about 12:35.
Okay. Fuck, man.
Maybe a little.
I didn't even get to talk about Google. My Google. I gotta talk about my Google.
All right, talk about your Google.
All right, Adam, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do. Yes.
Okay. Have you read what I wrote?
Yes.
You read my extremely elaborate write-up. How did that sound?
Did you add, like, the log in the bottom there?
I did not add the log.
Okay. It sounded fine.
What can I do?
Well, yeah, there's not much more you can do. I mean...
All right, so just for a little heads up. So we run the website, bornintheeighties.net. And way back when it was called partyplatypus.com, I had Google AdSense. Something happened. And if I look at my emails, about less than a week after I had Google AdSense on my site, I was banned for invalid click activity. Adam was probably to blame for this.
Probably.
As I told Adam that I had ads on my website. And I believe I maybe half jokingly, half seriously said, hey, you should click on some ads, because that's how you get money. But I was like, don't click on them too much because, they need to be real. Mm-hmm. You can't just click on ads to click on ads. You got to be actually interested in it.
Yeah.
Which I've heard other websites say. Like, hey, we got ads. Click on them if you're interested. They're there. I make money off of them. That's how it works. That's what I was trying to get across. Adam clicked on a lot of ads. Too many, apparently.
The weird thing is, I don't even think I did it that much. I think I, just whenever I pulled up the website, I'm like, oh, I'll click on an ad or two.
Something happened.
And, yeah.
Something happened. Too much. They didn't like it.
From a certain IP address.
Yeah. I'm a small fry. So they were just like, ban it. It's probably a scammer. So I wrote God, how many words is this? Is there a word count thing?
I don't know of. But it's like 6 paragraphs.
Oh, let me get a word count on. So they basically let you appeal banning, like a thing. Mm-hmm. Like you can, so you get banned, but you can appeal, and there's unlimited amounts that you can appeal. I could just go on there and send an appeal. This is a 800-word explanation that I wrote. I just basically told my story. I don't know what. I had a hazy... This happened in 2009.
Yeah.
So, quite a long time ago. My hazy recollection was that the supposed invalid click activity came from a suggestion of my friend who helps to maintain the site. Now he did not then. To click on the ads if you see anything interesting. He clicked on the ads a bunch, which I knew was bad. This was meant to be an innocuous suggestion, which I've seen more reputable sites give to its users. This is not an excuse, but insight how my reasoning as to why I would have said something this stupid. This is my fault for this violation to occur. It happened within a week of opening my AdSense account. It was my fault for not fully understanding the policies around invalid click activity. I've read the beginner's guide and reviewed the guidelines for policies around ad placement and preventing invalid click activity. I've written this article because I kind of wanted to put ads on my YouTube channel to monetize, because why not? But now that YouTube is owned by Google, and not now that, but the monetization is through AdSense. So because on a website 6 years ago, someone clicked an ad too many times, may or may not have been Adam, who fucking knows, clicked on an ad too many times, banned my account basically for life, meaning that I can't make revenue off of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Now, I would say this, if I were to become popular on YouTube, I guarantee you they would reverse it because they want some fucking money. But now, because I have, a couple thousand views on YouTube, maybe 5,000 views total on my channel, they're like, meh, we don't need to bother. Because why would you? I mean, the fraud possibility is higher than the amount they're going to make, right?
Yeah.
But it's not fair. Because it has been so long since this happened.
Yeah.
That website isn't even close to being the same as it was. I reiterate the rules and how I'm not going to break them, and different examples of how you could break them and how I plan not to do that. I ask, please email me if there's anything else I can do to possibly have the ban appealed. If there's any information you want me to provide or anything, please contact me at my email address. I say I appreciate the responses that I've received about how they're not reinstating my account, but at least they're looking at it. And I appreciate this is a difficult decision for you to make, but I'm willing to be, working with you as much as I can. I talk about, how we use the Kimset on our website to stop spam, so there aren't any, clickbait, click-through traffic generators going there. I talk about how I'm passionate for creating content on the web. I just basically give my full-on, here's my fucking story, right?
Yeah.
So I sent that a month ago. Not that. A much more simple version a month ago. This week I sent one that was slightly more varied than that. And they got back to me the same day. Thank you. After reviewing it, we have confirmed we're unable to reinstate.
No reasons at all?
No reasons. And then the next day, I write this super long thing. Mm-hmm. I get a response in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Nobody read that.
No.
No, come on. At the very least.
To be honest, I wonder if that's automated.
It might be. I don't know. And so what I'm going to do is every week, I'm going to email them again.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep bombing them until it happens.
Yeah,
because
totally.
This is bullshit. Because I didn't do anything to have this to happen. And if I did, it is something I would never do again. And
right.
I know that now. Because I was starting up a website for the first time ever. I was dicking around with it.
And the whole idea of monetization for that kind of stuff was,
Yeah, brand new to me.
Yeah.
And it was something crazy. It's different than it is now. This is different than YouTube videos. The fact that because I had a website that had invalid click activity means that my YouTube channel can't ever have monetization on it is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I found this way back when from an old friend of the site, still a friend of mine. I'm not going to give his name, but he chat log where he talks about he gave me 4 AdSense clicks, to which my response is, whoa, dude, whoa. He says, LOL. Suppose a lot of blogs go through the first couple months with AdSense cheating, at least enough to pay for the hosting. I write, LOL. He says, if I ever get up to setting up my blog, I'll click myself a new sofa. Just not too much from one IP, or else they'll figure it out. I said, yeah. I'm thinking I could probably write a script that would use a random proxy, click 5 times and change and repeat. I say, LOL. He says, that way it would be different IPs. And I say, that is a bit against the terms of service. He says, I don't know. And I say, I'm getting a good amount of views, about 40 a day. That's it. That's literally it.
Yep.
To the point where he talks about this invalid click activity, which very well could have been what Google went off, because this was Google Chat this was done on.
Yeah.
So they probably have this. What I'm saying is, I didn't ask him to do that. He just did it. To which my response was, haha, that sounds funny, and oh, hey, that's probably against the terms of service.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? I'm banned within a week of getting it set up.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. And I've heard this a lot from people that start up their own websites, is that they just basically don't give a shit unless you're pulling revenue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what? Maybe it'll never happen. And you know what? I wouldn't make any money anyway. You know what I mean? But to me,
maybe.
Well, not really. Because if I ever started getting lots of page views, they would be okay with appealing it. I guarantee it. You know what I mean? Because because the cost to benefit, analysis goes, okay, we could actually make some money off of this. It's worth the risk. The extremely low 99.9% chance that he isn't a scammer, you know what I mean, risk. And it's now worth it because we'll make, hundreds and hundreds of bucks off this account. It's just bullshit. And I'm just saying this. If anyone from Google is listening, maybe they are, who fucking knows? Get a hold of me. I want to work this out, man. I want to make this work. Google is a good company. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is just obviously automated to the point where I'm not, no human is looking over this. It's just auto approve, auto fail, because I'm not hitting some sort of post threshold, and I don't drive traffic to my website through nefarious means or anything, so it is a low trafficked website. But that's it. That's all I had to say. Let's get through this appeals process. Somebody talk to me. I'm gonna keep sending letters. I'll send this one again with the new chat log. I think, with an explanation.
I don't know if I didn't clear the chat log.
I'm going to. I'm going to include fucking everything, man.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm not going to get added back, Adam.
Maybe.
I might as well lay all the cards on the table.
Can you create a new account for YouTube
You
stuff?
cannot. No, you cannot, because any account that is related to an old band account will just get banned.
No, I mean...
I literally am carrying the scarlet letter of AdSense on my
saying
chest right now.
a completely different one that's not linked to that one.
It doesn't matter. If they find out it's my bank account, it will get banned.
How do they even know it's your bank account?
Because I have to put the bank account information in, because they only do direct deposit.
Yeah. Well, maybe your bank account information is still exactly the same as it was then.
It is.
But even if it was, I don't know.
Adam, I'm not cheating the system. They specifically tell you that if you've been banned before, not to set another account up, because you'll just get banned again. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going through this the legal fucking way.
Yeah.
And I'm getting it done. So, listen to me, Google. You're going to get a letter each week from me. If I can find the physical address, I will send physical letters.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's just a principle that something stupid, fucked up, and dumb happened. Maybe it was my fault. I don't know, because it was 6 goddamn years ago. And I apologize if I did do anything. I now fully know, and I can guarantee you that it won't ever happen again, And I really just want to use it for YouTube.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you that it's not going to... You know what I mean? It's just like, please, look at this with common sense. Work with me.
I don't know if they can without what I'm sure the amount of shit that they get is.
I don't know. But that's why I'm going to send one every week.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good idea.
I'm just going to do it. What does it have to hurt? It's fun to write these letters. I'm sure they'll get more and more interesting as the weeks go on.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll share them on the website.
You can see your slow decline into craziness.
I'm going to share them on the website. I'll post the letters.
Yeah.
Why not?
Should try maybe tweeting at him or something like that.
I did. I did. Nobody got back to me. I actually tried going through LinkedIn to try and find people that work at AdSense to see if I can get an address or an email address to send something. I don't know. Just trying to find it. There's something. There's someone. There's someone I can get a hold of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The funny part is that there's like customer service for like AdSense, right? If you're banned, you have no access to the customer service.
Really?
No, there is literally no way for me to contact them other than the appeal form, which is just a form letter.
That is crazy.
It is fucking crazy. But it makes sense, because there are tons of people that scam them.
Yeah.
I am not one of them.
Yeah.
Nor was I ever. It was accidental. And it was 6 years ago.
I wonder if that's also part of the problem, is that there's been no appeal up till now.
Well, I'm just going to keep sending them.
Yeah.
There's actually a thing that literally asks you if it's been over a year since your decision.
Yeah.
Like your banning. And yeah, it's been a long fucking time.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. I'm not going to pass judgment on them until we figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So I think with that we're going to end.
Okay.
Can't talk anymore. I can't believe how late it is already.
Yeah, I know, right?
We got wrestling to talk about.
We do.
Fucking A.
Fastlane.
Brown. I filed my taxes.
I have not, still.
Do you usually get a refund?
Yeah.
How much do you usually get?
About $1,000.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Mine's just a tad over $1,000.
Yeah.
Holla holla, get dollar. That's it. Holla holla for $1. That's honey boo boo.
Okay. That's terrible.
That's it.
All right, I'm rebummed now.
Ha! I've rebummed you. Bum on. Bum engaged. That's how you'd put it?
Yeah, why not?
So Google, please get back to me.
Don't rebum him.
Google, I know you're good. I love Google. I use Android, everything. I've been using Gmail since before I had AdSense. When it was a beta.
We were
early as fuck.
Early as fuck on that.
So early that my email is constantly given out to other people.
I remember we were doing was it for the extras for The Last Kiss? And they saw I used Gmail. I was like, whoa, cool.
Like, you got an invite?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah.
It's part of the zeitgeist.
Yeah, man. Google. I'm an asset, not an enemy. That's really it. God, taxes are the worst. I fill up my TurboTax, and I'm just worried as hell that I did something wrong, and I'll be thrown in jail. It's funny though. It's my return is such small potatoes. It's just the standard deduction.
Yeah, mine too. I mean,
I don't have. I have one weird thing.
Even if you're audited, they're going to be like, "Well, you made an easy, stupid mistake." And you. Probably,
I know they don't really give a shit. It's just if you get audited, it becomes a crazy ordeal.
Whatever.
Because you have to send all of your information, from everything, and they'll determine what you fucked up, and they can go back 5 years.
Yeah. Good luck. I mean, what are you gonna do to me?
I know, right? It's the thing is that most likely I'll have fucked up and maybe got a bit more of a refund than I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did it as well as I thought. These are complicated ass forms. You know what I mean?
But I mean, usually they're not though. Usually you just take the standard deduction. That's.
Well, yeah.
What more could you possibly do?
I used TurboTax, answered a bunch of questions. It gave me the standard deduction. And then I have to do an extra thing because I'm capital K Moneybags and I own part of a company that I get money out of.
Yeah. I
have a dividend paying interest in. So, but that's easy. I just have to fill out the S corp ownership forms.
Mm-hmm. Company is that?
A bank.
Oh, right. I think you told me this.
I own part of a bank.
Yeah, that's right.
My shares amount to less than 0.1%. So, yeah. Small potatoes. It's not much money each year I earn as income.
Yeah.
From that. So, less than $500. So, yeah. No, really easy. And I'm looking forward to getting my return. And I don't know what the fuck I'm going to spend it on. I know what I'm going to spend it on. Savings. I don't know. Maybe a trip.
I will definitely spend it. Gotta put that back into the economy.
You gotta be a good citizen.
At the expense of my own credit
What am I going to spend $1,000 on, Adam? I got a computer. I bought the computer 2 years ago with my return.
I was thinking of upgrading my laptop.
That's not bad.
Getting a MacBook.
Oh, don't bother.
Yeah, I don't know.
Get a tablet, man.
Nah. Yeah, I know you like the tablets. I just don't think they're my deal.
No, dude. No, you... Trust me. I didn't think so either, but once I started using that little 7-incher... I just was addicted. I mean, you want to look at a web page, it's fucking fast, man.
What, can I hook up my mic to it?
No, definitely not. No,
I want something that I can...
No. I'm not saying in your situation.
Yeah.
But I think you should get a tablet, too. I mean, you could probably get a great deal on an Android 7-inch tablet. I think the Samsung Galaxy 8, fucking 7-incher... The 16 gig one might be $150. I don't know. You can get it. You know what I mean? Just something for toilet reading.
Yeah.
Just a thought. But I don't know. Don't get a MacBook, man. They're so fucking expensive.
They're kind of pricey, but they're usually pretty good too.
I know. I mean, I got my. God, I would suggest to get a Lenovo ThinkPad, but Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, the other thing is
fucking adware.
I'm getting more into web development stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of web developers say that you should go with a Mac laptop because you can test in both, all browsers and stuff like that. Yet you can test in Safari, and you can also test they have virtual environments for iPad and iPhone testing and stuff like that.
You can do the same stuff on Windows.
You cannot actually.
You can kind of do it.
Nope.
Can you get a virtual machine running Mac on it?
No, you cannot. Because the way they have it, because their
oh god,
system is set up.
Everyone's gonna fall asleep.
Well, it's set up specifically for their hardware because
okay.
they make the hardware for the Macs as well.
Yeah,
which is why you can kind of make those whatchamacallums, the Mac Hackintoshes.
Yeah,
but they also usually don't work very well, or like a normal one does. So
well, don't get a MacBook Pro. Get a MacBook Air for God's sakes.
I want to be like
Oh, dude,
a
man.
little bit more powerful though. I don't.
Yeah, I've heard. Well, I don't know, because MacBook Pros are ridiculously pricey.
Well, I mean, I want to get one that's probably not like top of the line or anything like that, but maybe like a little less than $1,000. Like I think they have some for like $899 or something.
No.
Like a 13-inch one or something.
Nope.
Really?
Cheapest 13-inch one is $1,100.
That might be doable.
A Core i5. My God!
Yeah.
You suck ass. This is the worst. God, I fucking hate goddamn Apple. It's so expensive.
Yeah.
Whereas the MacBook Air, although I've heard if you're going to get a MacBook Air, you might as well just get an iPad.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing there.
Because the processor is better than an iPad, but not, a ton.
Yeah.
But I've also heard they're incredible because they just fucking run so fast, and for browsing. But yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe that would work.
MacBook Pro is going to cost you $1,300. That no way around that. Plus or minus $100.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, maybe I won't get one then.
They're so expensive.
They are.
Whereas
I know.
whereas my I think mine's a 15-inch. I got an HP.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it? An HP like Office Book or Pro Book or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got. I think it's Core i5, similar specs to that MacBook. It was $400. Like,
Yeah. Well, the one I got like 2 or 3 years ago was
Apple tax is real,
$400,
man.
but it has not aged well at all. It's like it's a Pentium though. So
Yeah, mine's a Core i5, I think so. God, that was boring. Now that everyone's asleep, it's time for wrestling.
yeah.
Wrestling. Adam. Adam, the interrupting Bup Ham.
You need the bup. You can't just put wrestling in there. Bup.
Wrestling.
There you go.
All right. Well, you're going to interrupt me with the Bup.
Yep.
What's going on this week in wrestling, Adam? I heard you watched Raw.
So much went on this week. Well, should we talk about Fastlane first? Like, should we go chronologically?
Let's talk
Or?
about Fastlane.
Let's talk about Fastlane.
Yay.
Fastlane was...
Let me look up the Fastlane.
You know, honestly, I'd already forgotten about Fastlane because it was... Except for the final match.
Let me just get Fastlane in my mind right now.
The card.
Let me get Wikipedia up.
Well, there was the
Lap
Ambrose
in
Barrett.
Fastlane.
There's Ambrose Barrett, for one thing.
All right. So we got the 6-man tag.
Yeah.
Authority. Rollins, Big Show, Kane.
Yeah, that
Ziggler, Rowan, and Ryback.
was not so good.
Yeah.
Once again, the only good, as I expected, the only good part of that was Ziggler. And,
Who the fuck cares?
yeah, I don't know. It was terrible. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't exciting.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. They've been fighting each other since November.
I know. End of time, basically.
Goldust defeated Stardust in a singles match.
That was kind of cool.
I really liked it. Only
yeah.
because of what they did with the story. Stardust came out with different makeup, no shirt,
Yeah.
which I liked. Because
Yeah.
fucking Cody Rhodes, show off that bod. Mm-hmm. You're not Goldust.
Yeah.
But he had some sort of makeup that was different that I think was meant to come off more. Because
Yeah.
by the end of the mask, he basically was in half makeup.
Right.
You could see it was kind of running off. I think that was on purpose. Kind of bleed
Yeah,
the lines
yeah.
between Cody Rhodes and Stardust.
Oh, and the crowd chanting Cody, and it's like
him
just
flipping out.
I know.
It was well acted.
It was.
He told the story there, and it was great.
Totally.
And backstage,
Yeah.
the hot promo he cut on his dad,
Yeah, that was.
where he just basically was, Cody's dead and you killed him.
I
You
know.
made me do this, Dad.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty cool. I think they had something really neat there, and we'll see what happens with that story. I like
Yeah.
it. They made me interested.
Although there was nothing on Raw about it, so I mean, at least not in my version. So
Nope, no, definitely not in the cut version. Tag Team Championship match.
Yeah.
Tyson Kidd Cesaro defeated the motherfucking Usos.
Thank
My
God.
boy, Cesaro. He's got his third belt in the WWE.
Yep. That was a good match.
He's the Intercontinental Champion, U.S. Champion, and now Tag Champ.
Those guys are good.
That was a good match.
partners.
The Usos are good. Kidd and Cesaro work well together. They had a
Yeah.
really good match, I think. 10-minute match. It's good.
Yep.
I'm really happy. Anything else happened this night, they had a good match. And they are now champions. And it looks likely that they're going to lose to the primetime players who have reunited. Who are now winning. Who beat the Ascension, apparently. A previously undefeated tag team.
Well,
I know, but it's like, come on, man. You're building them up as these monsters. And then this group that's just reunited suddenly now beats them. Yeah. Well, they realize they don't have any black champions. So they're like, shit. We got these two guys.
Yeah, it's
Darren Young.
Or Darren Young. Yeah.
Yep, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil.
Titus O'Neil, right.
And I love Titus O'Neil. And he's a great guy. They just never put him in anything.
He's okay.
He's awesome. Watch Total Divas. Anyway,
Oh,
he's awesome on it. Okay, we had the Divas match. The Divas got 5 minutes.
yeah, I was gonna say there wasn't a whole lot to that. I mean, it was okay for what they had, but
Nikki Bella retained.
yep.
Kind of a boring-ass match. Nothing much happened. Only interesting for the fact that Paige's boobs almost made an appearance,
Yeah.
which ended the match early, I think, is what people are thinking. Well, because I was kind of built up for that match. Because they had a pretty decent build with those two.
Yeah.
And I was kind of excited. And then the match ends with a heelish finish because I think Paige's top burst open. I think she's probably wearing an underbra, but who knows? I think you're supposed to, just for that situation. But she was clutching her shirt together at the end of that match. But she got rolled up after getting hit in the turnbuckle, and they kind of showed it a little bit. I don't know if they went into more of it, but it was clear Nikki was pulling on the trunks, which is illegal. You're not allowed to use trunks as leverage.
Right.
So, kind of won in a dirty way.
Yep.
Then, everybody's fan favorite, Dean Ambrose, got lost again. He has won 0 matches in a pay-per-view since
This
the
was
Shield split.
This is a little bit different, though.
Yeah.
Because he lost on a technicality, like they called
DQ.
him. Yeah. And it was a pretty,
It was bullshit.
it was a bullshit one.
But he left with the belt,
Which was great.
which was great.
Yeah.
They're kind of building, and then now it seems like they're building that into a WrestleMania storyline
Yeah.
for a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship between everyone that has beat Bad News Barrett, which is everyone,
Yeah.
because he beats everyone or gets beaten by everyone in non-title matches.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, the parts of that I saw weren't especially amazing to me. I mean, I like Dean Ambrose, but
It's
that
all
wasn't-
right. I don't know.
I haven't seen a whole lot of Bad News Barrett, but I wasn't impressed a whole lot by that match at Fastlane. So
Rusev, John Cena.
that's
Adam?
actually a good match.
If I would have asked you if John Cena would be beaten by the Accolade by passing out,
Yeah,
would you have agreed with me?
I would have expected
Beforehand?
something like that.
Exactly, because it's
Yeah.
fucking dumb. They need to stop that shit. I know John Cena can't tap, but have him lose by a goddamn pinfall. Because this fucking shit with Rusev.
Well, he did
making
lose
peop-
by a pinfall.
No,
Yeah.
Nope, it was defeated John Cena by submission.
They kicked him in the nuts, and then they put him in the back late after
Yep,
that. I think.
after he had passed out from the
Yeah, right.
because they keep doing this stupid shit. It's criticized because the finishes. We had 2 roll-up wins, a DQ. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro won because of a distraction finish. There were 2 distraction finishes. Only. Oh no, I'm sorry. The tag championship was one of the 2 clean finishes.
Yeah, that was a clean one.
The main event and tag team championships were the only clean finishes. I mean, Rusev defeating John Cena was not a clean. They need to fucking have a. John Cena needs to lose clean every once in a while.
Not the fucking Rusev, he doesn't.
Oh, he does. That makes him reassess himself.
Because
I guess Rusev
often cheats in matches, so that makes complete sense to me.
Who was the last person John Cena lost clean to?
I don't fucking know.
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah?
Lost clean to Daniel Bryan. That was it. For the championship, which Daniel Bryan won for a hot second before Triple H pedigreed him and Randy Orton cashed in. Yep. So, he had it for a hot second, summer 2013. Rusev, that was a great match, and we all knew it would be good.
Yeah.
John Cena is the ring general. He puts together a great match.
Yeah.
He told an awesome story of just, Rusev's brutality, but Cena not giving up. But, in the end, Lana distracted the ref. Mm-hmm. Rusev got in a pretty convincing-looking nutshot kick.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And John Cena was down for the count. Down for the accolade where he passed out, and the ref had to call the match.
Yeah.
Setting us up for the USA Cena beats Rusev clean at WrestleMania. Or, who knows? You never know. But I think, because not all the faces can go over at WrestleMania.
I have a feeling that John Cena is going to win.
I think they should, because John Cena's chasing the U.S. Championship. Having John Cena as the U.S. Champion really elevates that title.
Yeah.
And this feud has really elevated that title, because you have, what they say, the belt doesn't make the man makes the belt. Mm-hmm. And they're putting together quite an awesome, it's been brutal. They've been doing a good job with that.
Yeah.
With Cena throwing him into the wall and, Rusev eye-raking injured Cena. It's just been kind of knocked down, drag out, brutal, and I love it. So I'm glad that's going to continue. Let's talk about the main event.
Okay. So we had Daniel
Roman
Bryan
Reigns,
versus...
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Singles match, number one's contenders match for the match at WrestleMania 31.
Yep.
Adam, what percentage before the match did you think Roman Reigns was going to win?
I thought if there was going to be a clean win, it would be Roman Reigns.
Yep.
I expected it to end with an uncertain outcome and then
Same
triple
here.
threat. I expected
here.
a triple threat at WrestleMania.
Yep. That was the rumor that was put out, that it could have been a triple threat.
But I'm not too surprised that they...
Turns out all along,
yeah.
no triple threat.
Yep.
Roman
Which is
Reigns,
fine by me.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine by
cool
me
with
that it's not a triple threat, but... That was an incredible match.
Yeah, it was a great match.
Roman Reigns proved himself that he can run a 20-minute match with a talented guy who's not carrying him the entire time, because Daniel Bryan isn't some big guy that can carry him.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns got to do his own shit. It was
Yep.
brutal.
Yep.
There was some incredible ring psychology going on with Daniel Bryan
Yeah.
injuring Roman Reigns' ribs, and some really brutal shots there with the knees.
Yeah.
And Reigns basically like spitting blood and looking just like, he's dead, like he sold it. You know?
Totally.
I didn't like the finish.
I'm trying to remember what the finish was.
The finish was Daniel Bryan setting up the running knee.
Oh, right.
Roman Reigns just spearing him 1, 2, 3. That's it.
It had to be something like that, though.
I know, but I was hoping for because Roman Reigns kicked out of the running knee, and I would like to mention that nobody has kicked out of the running knee until now. At least in the new era of Daniel Bryan. Roman Reigns kicking out of the running knee, and then Daniel Bryan not getting to kick out of the spear. It bothered me. You're trading finishers. Daniel Bryan did kick out of the Superman punch.
Yeah.
But,
I think you kind of have to do that, though.
I would have appreciated a Daniel Bryan kick out. One more. There wasn't enough false finishes in that.
I'm sorry.
No, You got to build the crowd up with the false finish, man.
There was enough building up during that fucking match. There didn't need to be any more false finishes.
I was hoping I would have probably booked it with Daniel Bryan with a 2.9 cent kick out of the spear, and then kind of like what Sami Zayn did in TakeOver, just getting up woozy, obviously just kicking out of his spirit alone, and Roman Reigns Superman punching him. Just getting both finishers in quick succession. Just Daniel Bryan can't. No one can get up from that. You know what I mean? And the thought is, no one's going to be able to get up from that.
No.
Not even Brock Lesnar. I don't know. I just would have appreciated another bone for Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, you're always wanting bones for Daniel Bryan.
I want that Daniel Bryan bone.
I know you do. But no, I was totally fine with that. That was a great match.
It was a great match.
I thought it was.
I got to give props.
Great.
Roman Reigns did it,
Yeah.
but you know what? That's the first match he's had that's been good.
I disagree. I mean, it's the first great match he's had.
Yeah, there you go.
But I think.
But great matches are what you have at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
the show of the year, man.
Yeah.
If you're main eventing WrestleMania, it needs to be good.
Yeah.
There's some crazy unsubstantiated rumors around Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
You hear about that?
No.
Okay. Well, Brock Lesnar was supposed to be at Raw. He was at Raw.
He was at Raw. Yeah. No, he wasn't at Raw. Paul Heyman was.
He was at Raw. And something happened backstage of which he left without going on screen.
Really?
Yes, there was a dispute.
A dispute?
Some sort of dispute, yes. Nobody knows what it was. Most likely it was something with the contract, I guess. Who knows? Some merch bullshit. People are assuming it was something to do with his T-shirts not being pushed as much because they're trying to pressure him into coming back. So he's not getting as many shirt sales. Who knows?
Yeah.
Another wildly unsubstantiated, just some guy saying from some guy said that
He doesn't want to lose to Reigns
no,
at WrestleMania?
he said he's fine.
Okay.
But what the rumor I heard is that Roman Reigns had failed the drug test, and they were not taking him off the main event.
Oh.
Performance-enhancing drug test. Roman failed. It was not being pulled from the main event. And the quote was, Lesnar apparently said, "Give me Cena or Bryan, I don't care. I'm leaving." He left. And he can leave, because he's in a sweet spot right now, where nobody knows where he's going to sign. We've got some news that Lesnar was at the Staples Center for UFC 184 backstage, just watching. That's it, really. So who knows? The WWE's got to treat him right. They want him back. But, we'll see. And he's proven himself this year as being an incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, God, he is awesome to watch when he's, running up, full steam. So
Totally.
Roman Reigns, I'm just disappointed. I really wanted to see Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar. I called it last year when he was injured that he would be back for the Rumble, which he was, win the Rumble, and face Lesnar. Ultimate underdog rematch, Like last year, he was the underdog who had to fight his way in. This year, he won his way in legitimately, but he has to fight the Beast Incarnate. It's booking-wise, it makes sense. And they've mentioned it on the show multiple times as it's a perfect story, which it is. But it's not the plan they had. They wanted Roman Reigns to go over and basically make him a top face.
Yep.
That's what I hate about it.
I'm fine with that.
No. I'll tell you why. You haven't been around long enough with wrestling.
Yeah, I know everybody loves Daniel Bryan.
You just wait until the same shit starts happening with Sami Zayn.
I don't have to wait. It's already happened to fucking Dean Ambrose and Ziggler.
Exactly.
I know what it's like. I just don't care that much about Bryan. That's all.
The problem is, Adam Ham, and I'll say this. I didn't watch wrestling until last year, 2014. I mean, I watched when I was a kid, but I got back in because of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
That got me in. The story of Daniel Bryan, the underdog, the little guy who basically got screwed over, finally fights his way back. It was incredible, well told last year because he had a title shot at an Elimination Chamber that he got screwed out of, and then he was able to win his way into the main event in between.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just incredible storytelling. You know, man against the machine. It was great. Now, this year, I don't like it, and I'll tell you why. Because we knew, and the rumors were last summer at SummerSlam, that Roman Reigns was going to beat Lesnar at WrestleMania. And that's exactly what's happening. And what we like in wrestling is when something unexpected happens. When you see, Tyson Kidd Cesaro beating the Usos. You're like, my God, I was not expecting that. I'm really excited. But when something is this planned out, when they've packaged somebody so well, and they're obviously spending tons and tons of resources and selling us Roman Reigns, right? Getting Roman Reigns over. When people like Ambrose, people love. People like Rollins, people love. People like Ziggler, people love. You know what I mean, though?
People love Reigns, too, until Daniel Bryan came back.
Oh, I know. Well, and then this is why. Because what happened was the WWE was like, we're going to tell you what you want. Okay, these guys are nice, and you like them, so yeah, they'll fight. But we want Reigns. You're going to want him, too. It's not, oh, you guys like this guy, let's put him in more stuff. It's, oh, we want you to like this guy.
I don't think it's that malicious.
It's not malicious. It's just they want Roman Reigns because somebody up top thinks that he's the next John Cena, and so they're pushing him like crazy. And if he can't do it, it's going to crash and burn. It's happened before. Happened with Lex Luger. Lex Luger was pushed to hell. And when he couldn't keep up because he just wasn't talented enough a wrestler, he crashed and burned, and they went with Bret Hart. And everyone loved fucking Bret Hart because he was a really good wrestler. He didn't have the look Lex Luger had, but he was good. And it's happened before, and maybe it won't happen again because, Reigns is a second-generation wrestler. That match went a long way proving him. But the problem is that should have happened last year, and we should have had 4 or 5 more of those where it actually feels like, it's just crazy to me that this guy who's won 3 pay-per-view matches, no other belts at all, you know what I mean, is going to win the championship. You know what I mean? Like nothing. It took John Cena years to get in the championship picture, like 5.
Yeah.
In the undercard. It's crazy. I mean, they're pushing him like nobody else. And I don't know what it is, desperation to get a new face of the company. But they had it with Daniel Bryan. He was over. People loved that guy. And when he came back, he was just as hot as when he left. But, they had their plan.
I don't think they know what to do with somebody like Bryan. Because, like you said, his whole thing was the underdog story. And what do you do with him on top?
But that's what a face is, though. A face is an underdog. You know what I mean? The face is the guy who has the belt for a while and then gets beaten by the monster heel and then has to chase it again. You know what I mean? The problem with Cena is
I was going to say that's not the way it is with
Cena.
Cena.
No, that's the traditional way.
Yeah.
But what they've been doing lately is the Cena way of he's Super Cena. He only gets beaten by distractions. And,
I mean, that's the thing. They don't know they don't want to. If they put Bryan up there, they don't want him to lose ever. And then what do you do with Bryan if he doesn't ever lose?
Oh no, they're not. They're not afraid of having Daniel Bryan lose. They're pretty good at having him lose.
Well, if they want him as the face, I think they don't want him to lose. I don't think they want the face of the company to lose, is the thing.
Well, I think that...
They want to keep that train rolling.
I think this is the last gasp of Mr. McMahon. And we all know from the reports that he has been heavily involved in Roman Reigns' rise. I think that it's doing a disservice to particularly Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, where we could have had an incredible main event where Rollins had cashed in, had the championship, and we could have had a Shield triple threat as the main event, and have Brock Lesnar face Daniel Bryan just in a one-off. Hey, you took my belt. I want to prove that I can beat you. Something like that. It's just so cookie cutter what happened. And that's what bothers me is they could have done stuff to make it more interesting. And you know what? At least they gave us this match.
Yeah.
That was incredible. I mean, that's a match of the year candidate match. It was great.
It was great.
It had heart.
It was
Daniel Bryan
really
was incredible. He brought the best out of Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns was able to give his all.
But see,
You know
that's
what
the
I mean?
thing. Like, everybody's surprised that he was able to, it seems like. I wonder if people, like, the guys behind the scenes just know this already. I mean, they must already know that he can...
That's not ever the way it works, though.
Well, I don't know.
Vince McMahon is the guy who says this is a sports entertainment industry, not a wrestling industry.
Yeah.
The wrestling does not come first on his list.
That's true, but I don't
Reigns
know.
has this look. And you
I
know
feel
what?
like
Even
they wouldn't be pushing him as quickly if he didn't have...
They're pushing him because of the network.
it's
Because the
not just that.
No, it is. Because they're worried about their numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And they want a new, young face that is marketable and attractive and has charisma. He's got all those.
Yeah.
He's now proving himself as a good wrestler. Mm-hmm. Still has a long ways to go on the mic, but so did everybody when they started.
Yeah. I don't even think Daniel Bryan's there on the mic. He's not really.
He is. No, you are wrong. He is incredible on the mic when he is doing his own stuff. When he is doing the stuff that is written for him, it is not as good. But when you watch him cut those promos, you know, like that promo when he returned, when it was from the heart, it was incredible. Like, man, you know, you see the difference between when Ryback had the promo on the show when he came back about, you know, like battling depression, whereas Daniel Bryan is like brought to tears in the ring.
Yeah.
When he is speaking from the heart, it's incredible.
Well, yeah, but there's a difference between being good on the mic and being able to speak from the heart.
No, but that's important. On the mic, Adam. It's 100% important. It's like the most important thing is to be able to have those real moments. Oh, no. That's what wrestling is about. It's you got all this shit, but then there's the real moments. Like, there's the moment when Sasha Banks wins the championship, and Renee Young backstage tells her to cut the act, and she cries. That is what fucking wrestling is about. You know, breaking character just for that second where you see the reality. You know, when Daniel Bryan, you know, cries because his dad died a week after he won the championship, you know.
I'm not saying that's not great, but that's different from being good on the mic, I think.
No, but that's part of it, though. Being able to be that way in front of people is important.
It's important, but that's different from being good on the mic, I think.
It's the same thing.
No.
It's
completely
the same thing.
No, sorry.
And anyway,
because being good on the mic
great.
requires more than just that. It requires some acting. Even if you don't, even something isn't from the heart.
You know, the best part was last year
sell shit.
When they said Roman Reigns went to acting classes over the summer, and he came back and he was just as bad.
Yeah,
it's like, did he go to those classes? Like, what? I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things you get into. And Daniel Bryan has come a long way. He was...
To be honest, I just don't think there are a whole lot of good people on the mic.
There really aren't
in wrestling.
Cena's incredible.
Cena's really good. Yeah. And
Rollins is incredible.
Yep, Rollins is good too.
Ambrose is great. Bryan or Wyatt's
Ziggler.
great. Ziggler's great. That's it, though. Really.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think Bryan's great, but sure, whatever.
I didn't mean to say Bryan. I meant to say Wyatt.
Wyatt. Okay. Yeah, Wyatt is really good.
No, I wouldn't say Daniel Bryan's incredible on the mic.
Yeah.
He's good. He's better than Reigns.
He's satisfactory.
That
he's better than Reigns.
You sell
he's better
him
than Reigns.
So short, Adam.
I'm sorry. I don't see all the jazz behind Daniel Bryan. I'm not sold.
God, you're the worst.
No, I like what.
You didn't. The problem is you didn't go through the build-up that we.
That could totally be why. I'm just saying that from what I've seen,
you
I don't think
understand
it's
how
everybody else
hard
does.
everyone had to fight for this guy.
I don't care either. They need to show me that then. Still now, like that's.
Adam, the network exists.
I'm not gonna go back and watch all that shit.
They need to show me, but I don't want to go to the effort to show myself.
I'm a new viewer, and they have to have something there that makes me feel that, and I haven't done that yet. His promo coming back was amazing, and that was cool, but I don't know. I just don't think he's all that. I'm not saying he's bad. I think he's technically really good. and he's okay on the mic, but I don't think he's. You definitely have respect for him that I don't have. That's all I'm saying. I don't think he's not in my book where he is in your book.
He is my number one favorite wrestler.
That is not the case for me.
Wow, man.
To be fair, I've only seen him for like 2 months, or not even like a month and a half.
This is the thing. You didn't have the WrestleMania build-up.
I didn't. I saw the WrestleMania thing, but I did not see the build-up. No.
I'm adding this to the website. That's his WrestleMania promo from last year.
I've seen that.
So good. I've watched that video like 10 times.
This is where you're a little crazy,
dude,
in regards to this particular
the best.
wrestler. No, I'm sorry, he's not.
He's the best. Anyway,
he's a good wrestler.
That is wrong. He is not a good wrestler, Adam.
He's a technically good wrestler.
He is probably. Let me think here. Who are the best wrestlers they have? Like technical ability. That's in the main roster.
Rollins.
Rollins and I think Rollins and Bryan. Rollins is probably better than Bryan, but that's about it.
I was gonna say Ziggler, but I'm not sure if he's quite there.
Ziggler's probably.
He's very close.
He's definitely the top 3. Yeah. He's in that.
Yeah.
Whether it's Bryan or Ziggler. I mean, they're just both. You know what I mean? That's just it. I mean.
Yeah,
he's up.
I mean, this is the thing. Like, if given in any situation, if you would say, would you rather watch so and so versus Bryan in this match or Ziggler? I would take Ziggler every time, just because he's fun. He's fun to watch. I don't know, Bryan. And it may just be that I don't know. Maybe it's the flashier moves or something, or what it is. But I just like the panache that he has, and O'Brien. May be very, spoken from the heart, and he's really good technically. But I like the sizzle. I like the little bit of the flash.
You like the sizzle.
I like the sizzle.
You like the humble guy.
I like it.
That's Daniel Bryan, though.
And actually, here's the thing. I also like it. I like it when it comes to like Sami Zayn. I think I like Sami Zayn's humble act better than I like Bryan's. I don't know what it is.
Sami Zayn's way better on the mic than Daniel Bryan.
That's probably what it is. But I like Sami Zayn more than I like Daniel Bryan as well. So.
I don't know. Daniel Bryan's
and I'm not
wrestler.
saying I know I don't understand that. Is what I'm saying. I understand that he's good. I understand that he's technically very good. I don't think he's amazing on the mic, and I prefer watching Ziggler or Sami Zayn to him.
Man, when we're hanging out, I've just got.
I'm not gonna watch a shit ton of those matches.
Nope. I won't. I have one slice, just one slice. I want you to watch like maybe a pay-per-view match and 2 like Raw matches of Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt feud from the start of the last year.
Okay.
Oh man, it's where Daniel Bryan is indoctrinated into the Wyatt family, and it all turns out that he was playing them. To get one-on-one with Bray Wyatt in a cage, and he beats the shit out of Bray Wyatt.
I'll totally watch that, because like I said, I think he's a good wrestler, and I do enjoy watching him, but I just don't think I'm constantly amazed by how much you think of him.
Well, and this is why, and it's obviously why, because here, this is the perfect explanation of why it is. Because you haven't been on the journey that the fans were on.
Yeah.
And that's why everyone loves Daniel. That's why Daniel Bryan's so over, because he got himself over organically through the fans. So if you don't have that prior, having gone through the journey of Daniel Bryan, the 2 to 3 year journey of Daniel Bryan, then you don't have that. It's obvious because they don't show it. You know what I mean? But like if you're like me, like somebody who's been watching wrestling for like the last 2 years, you've seen it happen, unfold in front of your eyes. You've seen him get over with you just over weeks and weeks of him just being genuine and an underdog, and it's not like Sami Zayn, because Sami Zayn gets time to do it. Daniel Bryan had to do it in the undercard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get over organically. And he did over a long period of time, where there's that moment in that Monster video where they show him in the crowd in Seattle when they have the Slammy Awards. and they're presenting an award to Triple H, and the crowd is chanting Daniel Bryan so loud they have to stop. It's just, he just got over in a way that doesn't happen. And that's what bothers me about Roman Reigns, is that Daniel Bryan got there without anyone helping him. And they're pushing so many resources just to force someone onto you when someone already was beloved. And you had to just push someone else. I don't know. It's just like, why? I feel like Ambrose was getting just as beloved, especially when Reigns was gone for that period of time.
Yeah.
And why didn't they just push him further?
No, I agree with you there.
It's just so weird. It's like they just handpicked this guy from, and it's, I don't know. It just blows my mind that you would waste time building up someone and rather than just having people grow organically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, he got over himself. You know what I mean? They didn't push him. The Rock, they pushed him, and it burned.
Yeah.
And he came back doing his own thing, and it got way over.
They did push Austin a bit, though, too.
Oh, they did.
Mostly because
Steve
Triple
Austin
H
started as the ringmaster.
Yeah.
And he had this gimmick, and then he was like, fuck this, I'm doing Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he started cutting awesome promos where he was just, talking to Steve Austin anyway, and people fucking ate it up.
And Triple H got in the doghouse as well.
That's also true. That's true. The series of events led, but I mean, the thought was is they only put he started getting the crowd on his side, and then the vacuum of Triple H being gone was just like, well, got to have him, and it was great. I don't know. It's just so weird that a company would try so hard, because if the Reigns experiment fails, they've wasted all this time. You know what I mean? And maybe it won't. If he has an incredible match with Lesnar, I'll be happy. Mm-hmm. And it'll be great. But if the match comes and everyone's booing the entire time because they know Lesnar is signing with the UFC and people want to see Daniel Bryan, because the WrestleMania crowd is all fans. Yeah. All the people that booed and Philadelphia will be there.
Yeah.
So they need to have... And
to be honest, I think that's another reason why they have also probably gone more the Reigns route is, Bryan's probably really super well liked within hardcore wrestling fans. I bet people like Reigns do, get over better in the wider demographic.
It's actually kind of funny because it's still pretty split. It's pretty much 50-50.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan Reigns, though.
Yeah, it is. Well, it is at the shows. Mm-hmm. I wonder what it's like in what they're getting feedback from on Nielsen's or whatever.
It's actually really interesting. So they do polls.
Yeah.
And they had a who is the better chance of beating Brock Lesnar poll. These are the same polls they use to determine Superstar of the Year.
Yeah.
They did last year. Reigns won.
Right.
Partially because Bryan split the vote with Rollins and Lesnar among superfans.
Yeah.
So, whereas Cena and Reigns were the only two non-superfan baby faces,
Sure.
It was just kind of a...
So the polls said what?
It was about, I think, 36% Bryan, 30% Reigns. I think it's pretty 50-50.
And I bet that is actually skewed towards the hardcore fans, because those are the ones that show up, I imagine, and actually take the time to do that.
It is and it isn't, though, because they use that to determine the Superstar of the Year.
I know they do, but I still bet that the people who are involved enough to actually do that shit are probably still closer to the hardcore.
It's just the poll on their website.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying people take time to do that stuff.
All I'm saying is, Adam,
bigger fans.
If you want to look at the Wii,
yeah,
and they courted the casual fan, and that didn't work out.
It worked great for one generation,
and now they're fucked.
The reason is they just don't know why it was popular.
No, what the WWE needs, because you think about it this way, Adam. There's the casual fan, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the people that buy merchandise, the people that buy tickets and replica belts and go to these things, a lot, are your super fan smarks.
Well,
No, it's true. It's true. That's just the way it works.
No, I bet there's a bunch of kids. I bet there are.
But kids love Daniel Bryan. They do. Trust me. You watch it pan through the crowd and see lots of kids with yes fingers and fake mustaches.
That's because the yes chant's fun to do.
Dude, you are exactly what's wrong with the WWE, Adam.
No, I'm not.
No, you are, because that's what they say.
Well, they're right.
They say the chant is what's over, not the man.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
No. No, it's just kind of
because I would still prefer Ziggler. I would still prefer Ziggler or...
It's never going to happen.
I know it's never going to happen. I've made peace with that, though.
Anyway. Ziggler... I don't know. It's the WWE has a really big problem with their talent relations, as shown by what happened with CM Punk.
And I'm not saying there isn't room for improvement, man. I would much prefer Raw to be more like NXT. That would be amazing.
It's just crazy to me how bad the WWE is sometimes with their talent management.
Maybe here's the reason. Because it's the reason why
it's clear that Daniel Bryan is beloved. It's clear that Reigns is starting to become beloved. But why can't we have both?
Because only one can be at the top.
At a time.
Yeah.
Why can't Daniel Bryan win and get cashed in on? And have Reigns beat Rollins for the championship. You know what I mean? There's just so many different ways it could have played out to have Reigns as the face of the company, but still give Bryan his due for his return.
Yeah.
It's just weird because he is guaranteed.
Well,
a rematch.
that may happen. That may yet happen.
It's true. It may yet happen.
Like they could have. Like they could reverse that shit.
SummerSlam. Yeah. I mean, we could have Roman Reigns get cashed in and have Daniel Bryan face Rollins. You know?
I may be the heel fan this week because I recently also today before I watched Raw and NXT, Jesus. I watched the Austin podcast ones with McMahon and. Triple H.
Yep.
And I will say a lot of the stuff they said made sense to me. Not
does.
all of it, for sure. But, I can understand... Because, especially hearing Triple H talk about what different products NXT and Raw are, I understand why that they're hesitant to take a lot of that stuff to Raw. Because the demographics are just so... I hadn't even really thought about it that much, but the demographics are so different between who's watching Raw and who's watching NXT that...
Well, okay.
They have to consider shit like that.
That argument is they do have to consider something like that. The argument is bad, though. Because... they've only done it one way for this whole time. You know what I mean? It used to... NXT is what wrestling was like in the 80s and 90s.
And look how much more popular it is now.
It is not as popular.
It's making more money now, that's for sure.
That's because they're better at merchandising now.
Well, they've got to do what's best for
wrestling
business, John.
was far more popular in the 80s than it is now. And...
Well, but
and it was far more popular in the Attitude Era. When you were pulling 8 million people... viewing a week versus that's half. They do half that.
Well,
now.
Let's be honest. The Attitude Era was not about good wrestling. It was.
No, it wasn't. It was about good stars.
Yeah. Well, it was about it was crazy about, stories.
It was about the NWO crazy story.
Yeah.
It was about Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock.
A crazy storylines that involved insane shit.
You know. No, I agree, but. It's just a stupid thing to say. We can't. It's a different audience. We can't do that. It's because the audience is what it is, man. NXT is becoming more and more popular because of what it's doing, and saying that it wouldn't work with the audience you have now is just saying that you know more what the audience wants than the audience wants. If you need to put.
I bet they have numbers on that kind of thing. I see Vince McMahon as a guy who has numbers on that kind of thing, and that's how he's making the decisions.
You don't know Vince McMahon.
I do.
He's a man that will do things to spite people.
That's true. True.
Do you think he had numbers on the XFL when that came out? I mean,
actually, I bet he did have some numbers on the XFL.
Well, it did not work out.
Yeah.
So it's. it's interesting to see. But I guess the fact of the matter is that NXT, it's interesting how the WWE is starting to look more and more like the WCW did.
Yeah.
With the way that they book things, with the way that they have their upper card, that is these guys that have been around for decades. Your Cena, your God, what's his name? Fucking leg man, Randy Orton. Your Cena, your Randy
leg
Orton,
man. That's the best you can do as a leg man.
Your Brock Lesnar. You know, your Big Show, your Kane. You have these guys at the
top.
Not
Legend Killer. Not Viper.
No, but I mean, you have these guys at the top, right? And they get their own special treatment. And this is what happened at the WCW. And they thought all about that. And the undercard was your Chris Jerichos, your Eddie Guerreros.
Yeah. Well, the difference
all
there,
these
though,
guys.
They all left, and there's no place to go anymore.
I know. They all left for the Well, there's no place anymore right now.
Yeah.
But the thing is that place that people go to is NXT. And the NXT, it's interesting because the WWE is becoming more and more like the WCW, where they kind of have their main event scene and then their good wrestling undercard, and not paying much attention to those stories. I don't know, man. I
think this is just a matter of time.
It is totally, and I know and it's funny because Triple H says the stuff that he says in those interviews.
Yeah.
But he runs
NXT
the way he wants NXT to be run.
And he was clear in the interview that he said that, we're training these people to go to, WWE.
And we can talk.
Huh?
And we can also talk about, why can't I think of anyone's names? AJ Lee, her tweet.
I didn't see that.
You did not see?
No.
Her tweet.
Are you following her? I'm not following her.
You did not see the news about her tweeting Stephanie McMahon?
Nope, not at all.
God.
I don't read the dirt sheets.
Well, this isn't a dirt sheet thing. This is just a news thing because it was on Twitter. Dirt sheets are stuff that's backstage.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was backstage.
No, this is a tweet. This is.
Well, I mean, I don't follow her on Twitter or anything.
Oh, so. I know. I'm just saying that this isn't like dirt sheets is like backstage stuff.
Yeah.
Right. This
was not involved. Is this involved in the actual like? Okay, whatever. Just go ahead and say.
Yes. This is news that if you weren't reading the dirt sheets, you would have seen.
Okay.
Let's see here. AJ Lee. Oh no. Sorry, Stephanie McMahon retweeted Patricia Arquette, who said some stuff at the Oscars. To every woman who gave birth to every taxpayer and citizen in this nation, we've fought for everybody else's equal rights. It's time for us to have wage equality once and for all, equal rights for women in the U.S. She said that at the Oscars. Mm-hmm. Stephanie said, "Thank you, at Patty Arquette, for having the courage to fight for women's rights on such a grand platform. Use your voice." AJ Lee replied, "Your female wrestlers have record-selling merchandise and have starred in the highest-rated segment in the show several times, and yet they receive a fraction of the wages and screen time of the majority of the male roster. Hashtag use your voice." Yeah. So, interesting. The exchange came in the heels of a Twitter movement called Give Divas a Chance that a lot of people were tweeting about. This followed the Divas match on Raw, which I'm sure you didn't see because it was probably cut from the version you saw.
Oh, it totally was.
Between Paige, Emma, and the Bella Twins, which was less than 30 seconds long. And this is a title feud. And they're not getting any time at all.
In a 3-hour show.
In a 3-hour show. The women can't have a 10-minute match. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, and it's the most bullshit saying that people don't care about the Divas matches. They don't care about them because you don't put the Divas matches in a position to be cared about.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Because you watch NXT, and I know you watch NXT.
I do.
The Divas matches are often the best matches.
They are definitely up there.
Yeah. Just because they have the best, they have the talent down there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they give them 10 minutes to tell a story in a match, you know?
Yeah.
And they're really fun to watch. Anyway.
Every show has at least one Divas match.
Yep, and they're always like interesting.
Yeah,
The Becky Lynch Bailey match from NXT this week was great.
it was.
It was great. It was a tail, and Becky Lynch beat the shit out of Bailey
Yeah,
in a pretty good way. I don't know. It looked good. Anyway, so Vince McMahon tweeted, "We hear you. Keep watching. # give Divas a chance." And this is where the dirt sheets come in. Supposedly, Stephanie McMahon was furious backstage that AJ Lee had you know what I mean?
Yeah,
She'd given this sentiment, on Twitter talking about women's rights, and then AJ just throws it in her face, saying the company you work for doesn't give women fair wages,
Right.
and so the supposedly she was furious, and Vince McMahon said, "I'm going to tweet this. You're just going to say thank you for your opinion." And that's exactly what she said. Thanks for your opinion. Use your voice. #. Yeah, so. I think it's just kind of funny. And AJ Lee is in the perfect spot where she can pull this shit. It's so perfect. Because, A, she's out with injury, so she can't be wrestling right now. B, she's definitely one of the most popular female wrestlers they have, by a large margin.
yeah. She's my favorite.
C, M. Punk
Yeah,
is her husband, and if she were to get fired with the lawsuit they have going on right now, it's not good for them to fire her
yeah.
for some stupid reason. And they could just be like, "Oh, you just fired her because she's married to this guy." You know what I mean? Like, she's doing her job. So it's just kind of like, they're in a sticky situation with her, and she's able to pretty much say whatever she wants without probably getting in trouble. So, but they could build an angle with Stephanie facing AJ Lee. That'd be great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd be up for it, sure.
Hell yeah. Anyway, we got to talk. I'm losing my voice. We've been on for almost fucking 3 hours.
Yep.
This is a long one.
It is.
Well, thanks for listening. Daniel Bryan's the best wrestler in the history of wrestling.
That's not true.
You need to watch more, Adam.
Sorry.
You know what? Adam,
Yep.
as a Daniel Bryan superfan,
Yeah.
I am so glad for you to be able to experience becoming a Daniel Bryan fan for the first time.
If that happens.
He's healthy, Adam.
Yeah. Yep.
He's going to be used in the upper mid card to upper card.
Yep.
You're going to fall in love with Daniel Bryan. And I look
see.
forward to it. No, and it will happen because he is one of those guys that's capable of pulling out the 4.5 5-star matches.
Yeah.
And you're going to see it.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins versus Daniel Bryan is going to happen, and it's going to blow the doors off.
Even on Raw, the match they had was really good.
Yeah, it's just imagine that on a pay-per-view with higher stakes.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, they got, yeah, you'll get to see it for the first time. And that's it.
All right.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Night.
Catch you next week. Now, yeah. All right, we're live, Adam. How's your life?
Do you want to do an intro?
I know. And just being, just shooting the jazz. Give me a chance here to
That has
do
never been a colloquial term.
shooting the jazz. Wow, certainly not the Milwaukee Bucks this evening.
That I
They
don't know
got
what that
torched
means.
by the Jazz.
Yeah.
They weren't shooting.
I was gonna say shooting
can
the
do it
jazz
too.
sounds like shooting the jazz sounds like a racist term from the 30s or something.
How's it racist? Are you just saying all jazz musicians are black, Adam?
I'm saying in the 1930s. Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, probably. All right.
I'm going to. Oh, I need to.
Oh my God. I thought we were ready.
I am ready. I'm turning my thing so my phone doesn't go to sleep.
Oh yeah, GTS.
Yeah. GTS.
All right.
GTS.
Yep. Okay, CM Punk. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right.